Time is ticking. I'm gonna go live. So we're on Twitch now. Where we last left off, there was an epic battle going on between the Avengian Bokum and the Tor Kreen Chekschik.
We learned Avengians weren't always good.
And we learned that Avengians weren't always human.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
Alright. I've got a card. It says where we last left off, Oren had deployed gas and he was done. So this area is going to keep the Rykreen at bay. Alright. And the rest of the party, you were all going to chase down Shemu Cloud Rider, right?
No, I think it was me.
Tor told me.
So what's the rest of the party doing?
We're going into the fight.
Killing other Thrycreen.
Alright, so you've got one friendly unit here, and you've got the leader of the friendly units here to your flanks. And then you've got two enemy units that stand before you. Which do you choose to take on?
Our friendly unit.
Are we playing now?
Yes.
Alright. I'll pull a nuke, Daryl, then we win.
Kaboom!
I fucking like it.
That's my trump card. So we are the horse.
Yeah, the party's a little bit split up. Oren went off on his own, Taurus is going off on his own. We should probably put his figurine on the board separate as well.
So Tor Kreen is damaged, you said?
She has taken a wound. Yep.
That's a female?
Yep.
Okay. And is there troops nearby that are hurting as well?
Nah, it looks like your friendly unit to the side here are okay. They've not taken damage yet.
Is it okay? Is it possible for me to heal the Tor Kreen checks chick?
She's pretty far away, though. Do you want to move into that square?
Well, is there any other healers nearby here, or?
Like, the scale is wonky here, so she's like 3 or 4 turns away.
Well, that far?
Yeah, 250-foot squares.
Is she attacking someone right now, or?
She's in a mind war with Bokum. They're hurling
Alright.
psychic blasts at each other.
So, can I separate and go towards chest chick, okay? While I move, I shoot fireballs to this one.
You'd only have a plus, like, 3 or whatever your fireball spell level is, so that wouldn't be much of a roll. You could do it. Is that what you want to do? For this sort of battle system, the party is stronger together because you have to pool your
Okay.
spells to get big rolls. Like, right now you're already at a disadvantage because you lost, like, at least a +1 from Oren and +3, 4, 5, whatever it is with Taurus.
Ninja, I have a question. How does these turn things work with concentration spells like my Call Lightning that I repeatedly cast with one spell slot?
Well, anytime that you actually move on this board, you have to factor in 5 turns for your duration.
Got it.
What was Oren splitting here?
He decided that he would be better served to, like, use his bug bomb to create, like, area denial so that the enemy couldn't advance. So it's basically protecting the leader of your side because the enemy forces can't directly go after the leader there.
Yep. Alright. And what is the surface that these two enemies here are covering together?
Like, you're fighting on the pillars. Every 50 feet there are pillars. You're standing on the grassy side or the deserty side. and then they're standing on the road side. The road is 250 feet wide, but it's an ancient road, thousands of years old, so just imagine if potholes went crazy for several thousand years, how much of a road would be left? Not much. But you can tell there was a road here at one point by the pillars and the stones of the pavement.
Can I set a wall of flame right in front of them?
Yeah, that would create further area denial. They'd have to go around it, probably.
Yeah. I can create one in front of this group, I guess. I can't cover the two groups, huh?
No. The area is too massive. They're very, very far apart.
Okay. But I can hit them this turn and hurt them?
Well, you're suggesting several different possibilities. You can only really do one thing.
I don't know, if I do a wall of flame, let's say, like here. That way is my attack against that group, but it keeps a wall of flame there. And forces troops to go around that.
What about the rest of the party? Are you gonna split off from him? Is he going solo?
He said he's moving, but we're helping this Starry Queen over here.
Well, I'll stay with a group. You know, it's just that I'd like to be able to heal the dude here.
Oh,
If
for
we-
Starry
if we-
Queen?
Yeah, and I can't if we don't, like, if we stay here. We're too far away.
How do we get close enough to heal her anyways?
Several turns of movement to the north.
Hmm.
You can see her. She's quite far away.
But we could still, like, move like this in this direction. Heal, and then still keep on attacking. I think most of us are pretty much ranged, no?
Alright. Well, I guess that's your decision. So the party moves from here for, let's say, like 2 turns. You're moving through the pillars in this direction.
We can still shoot attacks while we're moving.
We need to put down a line where your wall of fire is so we know where there's like
I
an
put one.
obstacle there. That's
I
it?
put one.
Okay, okay. It was
Yeah,
just
the red
a
line.
little bit hidden. So you're trying to target this one. So roll a d20, and what's the level of your spell?
I can do a level 4, a d20. And then have to do that before. Do I have a plus or?
It's the level of your spell.
Plus 4.
Also, yeah, also add another +4 for my call lightning attacking them again.
Gotcha.
Oh, and what about Sia?
It's still concentrated on this one.
Focus fire. That helps. Alright, that gets you up to 8.
What about Sia?
He is not here.
Is he gonna do something or?
He attacks, +1.
Okay. And what about ringside?
Tarot.
You ask me what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you contribute as the party's on the move? Rushing to heal, trying to fend off the enemy with a wall of fire? What do you do?
I'm trying to help the leader person.
Too far away. Party's not there yet.
That's where we're moving towards there.
Yeah.
Hang on.
We need like an attack, most likely.
Alright, just an attack then.
Yeah, but
What is currently the biggest threat on the screen?
It seems like the party is focusing on this enemy unit here. There's 20 or 30 Thri-Kreen. Some of them seem wounded. They're trying to advance, but the cloud of poison's keeping them at bay, and so everybody is just sort of hurling attacks at them on the move towards your own friendly Tor-Kreen leader here to help out. But on the move, you want to all make an attack.
I set up a wall of flames. We have an attack from Sia, and then we have Morg doing his call lightning.
Yep. So what level of spell could you throw in
Any
here?
enemy commanders are sitting around here?
Well, the Thrycreen unit has enemy commanders. There are several lieutenants, and then a number of adults, and then like younger ones. So it's like level 8, 4, and 3 comprise any of these units.
Have some psychic lance brain damage.
That's 5, right? Plus 5? Level 5 spell?
4.
Level 4 spell. I had that wrong. Alright, so 8,
Plus 13.
10, 11, 12, 13. That's pretty good.
I'm rolling. Big 21.
Alright, give me a moment to dig around for my table here. Combat results. The difference was 9. That puts it
In
into
our
the
favor?
second category. Yeah. Oh, but I rolled low.
You rolled low.
Or our damage against them.
Oh, wait, they already had a -6. I gotta factor that in, too. That's like 15. That puts it into the next category. So it says the enemy is stuck in the wall of fire, and they take casualties that are a D8 instead of a D6. So let me roll that. Oh, 4. Okay, so if they get in a fight with anybody, they're gonna have a -10 in their next encounter, and the chance of their entire unit being like wiped out in the fight goes up considerably because -10 on a dice roll, that's bad. The difference gets pretty bad, and if the difference is bad enough, the unit is wiped out. Alright, so on the move, and then what happens is like all the enemy units, they're gonna do some stuff. So Bokum moves and will confront Chexchik. Chexchik moves a little bit, and they lock in battle here.
My food's here.
Okay, so
Did Torin? Okay.
I have to read a little passage here. While the Thrycreen hordes swirl in battle around them, Chexchik and the psionicist Bokum stand rigid, locked in psionic combat. It says they're like 200 feet from you. I think that's actually pretty accurate. Yeah, they're about 200 feet from you, exactly like it says in the guide. Okay, so, it's impossible to break away from the Thrycreen that keep mobbing you, and dozens of frenzied Mantis warriors lie between you and the psionicist. At first, Bokum staggers, then his hands rise claw-like before him as he flings a psionic attack at Chexchik. It's the Thrycreen's turn to stumble. Unlike Bokum, she does not rise, sinking gradually to the ground. With a keening whine, the Thrycreen around her realize their leader is dead. But her final attack has left Bokum unable to gloat over this victory. He stands lifeless, listlessly drooling over the corpse of the Thrycreen leader.
Which Thrycreen leader? Our Thrycreen leader?
She was just slain.
This is why I said move to her.
We were moving to
We
her.
were.
Or they were.
I meant before when you were trying to kill a giant man.
Wait, we just had friendly fire?
No, this was Bokum, the enemy leader. He moved in on your leader and attacked. A powerful
No, I was
exchange.
picking up the Within.
They defeated each other. They're both down.
Oh.
Well, they're down.
Wait.
They're not.
Yeah, are they like
So-
dead?
You'd have to confirm you're 200 feet away. It's pretty hard from this distance.
Oh, okay.
The Avengian is down too?
Yes. So, an interesting thing happened. It's hard to see from here, but the Avengian doesn't look like an Avengian anymore.
Oh.
Maybe
He's
it
been
was
lying.
an illusion!
The wings have disappeared. The glow has disappeared. What stands in Bokum's place is now a dwarf.
It's an illusion.
It was an
He
illusion.
wasn't even. He wasn't even an Avengian. What?
So this is going to just completely change the whole mood on the battlefield. The Thrycreen mourn for their leader. Their Thrycreen seems to have died on the spot, and all of them lose their minds with grief. And the enemy Thri-Kreen, they realize that their leader has been controlling their minds and tricking them into believing that he was this Avengian that they worship, when in fact he was just a psionic dwarf.
Whoa.
So, shocking events have just occurred, and everybody freaks out and loses their mind. This changes everything.
Yeah, it does.
They should stop fighting us immediately. What they were fighting for was a fake.
Where's Fia at?
Yeah, I wish he was here. It would be a great time for him to step in and try to make some sort of impassioned speech. Do you guys want me to roll for him?
Yes.
All right. Since this is, like, kind of pivotal to the plot, it's got to be done. I'm going to roll. Is there anything that the party can do to benefit this roll?
Guidance.
Guidance. What's that
Don't
give
you
him?
have, like, thaumaturgy? Do you have thaumaturgy?
Like a
Wait, what is the roll for again?
That works
D6?
for me.
All right. Sia,
Yeah,
or
but you could
Soul
tell, like,
is going
everybody
to
to be
try
silent.
to rally the
Well, I can
grieving Thri-Kreen because they're
doesn't work that
losing
way.
their minds.
You can boom your voice to make it echo.
I don't think I have a bonus for that.
I can do something, but on my turn.
What's your guidance? A D6?
D4.
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 All right. Can anybody else do anything else? Can he Bardic Inspire himself?
No.
Nope.
Too bad. That would have helped. Is there any way he can get advantage on this roll? It's a Charisma Persuasion roll.
Someone assist him.
Can I assist him then?
Yeah, you want to roll it? Roll a Charisma Persuasion. I think you have to beat a DC 10 or 15.
Don't you have like a calm thing spell?
Is it DC 10 or DC 15?
Just roll it. We'll find out.
Tell him that the Lord of Flame will help bring their
Can you
leader back.
roll it? Something's happening and he not have it get out of control.
Hmm?
Can you just roll me a 1d20 if you would?
All right. I'll make the red one him. He rolls an 8. What's your bonus?
That's a 17. Man.
17's good. All right. Good job. And then with advantage, he makes an impassioned speech. It lags like crazy.
Got
Got like a
big,
plus
big,
15.
bigly big.
35. That's not right. So 16 and 4. It's like 20 in his charisma mod. I have to open his character sheet.
He has like a plus 15 or something. Plus
Yeah,
11.
it's bound to be really good.
Fight for us, not for the enemy.
Yeah, but I'm manipulating you. And
Hey, can I still do something?
Yeah.
I'd like to use my magnifying glass to see if she's actually dead.
Oh yeah, can I use my eagle eye thing?
He's got plus 8. That's pretty good.
What does... I forget what my eagle eye glasses do. It just gives me advantage on perception rolls on super far away.
Can you clarify the sentence you just asked me? Or, like, perception check, you said?
Hey, it looks like he succeeded. Okay.
That was...
He ended up with a 28. The
plus
DC
4.
was 20 to rally the Thri-Kreen.
Oh, okay.
When he shows up, we're going to have to give him a moment to actually do the speech, and then we'll just retcon it in there. But everybody just imagine that Soul stands up before the Thri-Kreen and says a big Braveheart-style speech about how they can't give up, how there's still a battle to be fought, how this is the Order's fault.
Don't stop believing.
While I'm chasing the mana ray, he should have booming every turn that he moves on his own. So, make sure.
Hang on a
Doesn't
second.
seem like we have many left on our side.
So I got a checklist, right? So, communication. A player has to initiate rallying the Thri-Kreen. So I went ahead and did that for him because he wasn't here. Cultural understanding. Taurus got that one. So that's 2 in your favor. Respect among equals. All right. So that has yet to be done. Leadership. You guys have to take command and successfully, like, win the battle. That's important. Nobody's collected any cultural symbols yet. What's up?
I might have just missed you responding, but I don't think I got an answer for what I saw with my magnifying glass when I was trying to check if they were properly dead or not.
From a great distance, it's hard to tell.
But I have my special eagle magnifying glass to see better.
And you gave me those. I have them now.
You don't have my crossbow. I didn't give you that.
Yeah, all appearances indicate
I-
they dropped on the spot. They're not fighting each other anymore.
Eyes of the eagles, the crystal lenses fit over the eyes. While
Technically-
wearing them, you have advantage on wisdom.
Technically, Balcom is still standing, but he's dwarf now.
You
And he's
can
not
make
doing it.
out
Talking about
details
my
of even
crossbow.
extremely distant creatures and objects as small as
Come
2
on,
feet
you guys-
across.
You guys are talking about 2 different
I'm
items.
looking through
He has
my
a scope.
crossbow of distance.
Oh, okay.
He has a scope on the crossbow. That's what he's talking about. He's using the wrong name.
Okay.
Well, I have described what you can see with that.
Alright.
So, meanwhile, what happens behind you is there's an enormous brawl still going on. The Thri-Kreen, they're laying into each other as hard as they possibly can. There's an epic slaughter going on. Like, all around you, you can't really affect too much of it because you can only deal with what's in your immediate vicinity. But in the distance, you can see the Thri-Kreen are just frenzied and fighting each other and taking wounds and losing limbs, and it's a bloody and terrible battle that goes on for a length of time. I'm going to skip over all of their turns just to get to the next player turn. So we have to deal with what Taurus does with the Cloud Ray. So you're one-on-one versus the Cloud Ray. You there, Joe?
Yeah, I'm here.
Let's do this. You ready to roll?
Yeah, just about. A second. Sorry.
Bam! What did I roll? 16. Oh, that's gonna be strong. All right.
Sorry, I'm on the table already. Where it was.
All right.
All right. So I just wanted to chase him down and make sure that he doesn't get away. He should be booming every turn that he travels while I'm chasing him. I can fly 120 a turn to try to keep up with him. I would like to use my action, or I would like to, attack him, like straight up attack him. Or just keep trying to dwindle his HP, trying to cripple him.
So, Shemu had previously cast Crown of Stars, and that's going to be the spell that gets thrown at you this turn. So that's a +7. I'm at 23. Have you rolled yet?
So what do I have to roll?
You have to roll a d20 and add probably as many modifiers as you can if you want to win this one. That's tough. I did mention
So
it's a bad move to split off the party. We can say that you
So
have
there's
your
no way I
follower
can
with
just
you.
1v1 him? I can just do my normal rolls against his HP?
No, that would take too long.
One-on-one?
That would take too long and be unfair to the other players. We're using the system to speed the combat up so the battle doesn't take 3 hours.
Okay. Well, I didn't realize that, because there's no way I can beat him.
You could if you're really lucky and they roll ones.
No, I mean, if they roll ones, then yeah, I mean, I guess, but yeah, it's not an HP race at this point. It's who can outroll each other, I guess.
Spell slots are limited, though. Throw in a level 7 spell. How many of those can they pull out?
Anyways, I'll just keep on them, I guess, until I die. What do I roll again? Sorry.
You roll a d20. That's for luck, and then you can apply modifiers. As any fighter class, you can say, I attack this turn. That counts as a +1. If you can spend a resource, like your booming, that you can apply, that adds another +1. If you can use like a class ability, like a rage, that adds another +1.
Well, I already have my rage going, so do I have to reuse my rage again? That's already going?
I think so, because like a lot of the combats that you're gonna have in the battlefield are so spaced apart that it's like you'll get into a skirmish, and then there'll be like 3, 4, 5 turns of moving to the next confrontation.
Okay.
So in that
I'll
time, you
burn
would lose
another
your rage,
rage.
and you do have
You
to
have
burn
to
another.
keep punching yourself.
So I get a +1.
Unless you got a spell like Morg is doing
use-
that lasts a
I
long
use
time,
my
that works.
booming, that's a +1.
Mine lasts for 100
And I
turns.
use my rage, which is another +1. So I have a +3 to attack him.
Okay.
That's all I got, I guess. Oh, I can reckless attack, so I can get advantage on this roll, right?
Yeah, I'll call that a +1. So you're at 4. Did Ulrig come with you? Is she able to keep up?
No, she's not flying.
Okay. It would help
I'm
if you
only
could
able
bring
to
her.
keep up because I'm flying.
Yeah.
So I'll roll.
Was she with us
20.
or like where's she?
Yeah, she'd have to be if she's not with him.
Okay,
13.
so when we attack again.
Yeah, it would have given you an extra +1 or 2. Ouch. All right. Okay. So in the battle, you're hit by several of these Crown of Stars attacks, and the Cloud Ray is pretty fierce as well. And it's a little bit faster than you, so Shemu is able to outmaneuver you in the sky and get some advantages. And in the ensuing dogfight, you end up with a -3. So you are considered wounded after that skirmish. But a -3 isn't totally going to defeat you, but it does put you in a pretty bad spot, and it's looking like this is not good odds here. Although you are keeping Shemu sort of like engaged in the combat and not attacking your allies, so it has some advantages.
But how do I get him down to 0 HP?
Oh wait, they had a -12. Oh, I forgot to add that. Oh, that could change things. Hang on. Alright, so they had a 23, but a -12 is going to be 11? Oh, you would actually win by 2. Okay. That's cool. I take it back. You actually get the better of Shemu. Shemu takes a further wound. I rolled high, so it's a -16. So actually, in the ensuing dogfight, the Cloud Ray takes a pretty bad wound to the wing and has difficulty taking advantage of the extra flight speed and aerodynamics. So you're actually able to keep up and land some solid hits that round.
How fast is the cloud ray?
160. So they can outpace you a little bit under normal circumstances, but you're dogfighting well by the dice rolls. Okay, so then we jump back to the next round where the rest of the party, since Skywill's not here, I'm going to make things easy and say he threw his smoke bomb and then runs back to the party and meets them when they get to where they were going. So all of you arrive on the scene here. You can see the fallen leader of the Thri-Kreen. You can see the dwarf that used to look like an Avengian laying there on the ground. There are 5 Thri-Kreen here. One of them is Lieutenant Kloksik. There are 4 other lieutenants that are inconsolably crying over the dead leader. Kloksik is trying to console them unsuccessfully and will approach the party. And with a telepathic message, will say, "This is terrible!"
I bring back their leader to life.
Yeah, you gonna spend some diamond?
Yep.
They did only just die moments ago.
Well, can I just heal them? Or are they dead?
They have died. The psychic attack has killed them straight out.
Oh, so I revived them.
All right.
I have more diamonds for you.
Yeah, well, we can deal with that later. Yeah, I revive our friend here. Check. And I send my... I forgot I had the sword out. My magical blade floating around. And I command it to go and impale the dwarf to make sure that it's never getting up again.
Okay. The dwarf is still standing. When you see him, he doesn't look like an Avengian anymore. He looks like a weathered old dwarf that's got a strange helmet that completely covers his bald head. And it's got goggles built into the helmet, like a leather hood with the goggles built in. And he's drooling, and he's just standing there. And he's not moving, and he's not doing anything. But he's alive. But he's like in a coma or something. His brain has been fried by whatever attack Chekchik threw at him in the last moments there. So he's brain dead practically at this point. He's KO'd, and he's not going to recover for quite some time. I'm going to say
Is it
that...
worse than that one guy at the volcano place?
Yes, much worse. Worse than a head wound by a long shot. Soul is going to investigate his body and rolls a natural 1 and trips and falls on his face. Does anybody else want to do anything?
Can I have my sword go and stick in the head of the dwarf while he's like brain dead?
Okay, you finish him.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat style.
Yeah, from the mouth down his throat, and then comes out of his fucking spine, something like that.
Gnarly. All right.
Final.
Weren't you
God
reviving
damn, are we
someone?
evil?
Huh?
It's a bonus action. You can do both.
Technically, when we do like turns, it's like 5 turns go by back to back to back to back in order for units to move around on the battlefield. So you actually can do several turns worth of things sometimes.
Well, that's a bonus action.
Although most of the
just
time,
amazing.
if you're headed somewhere, your turn is spent just dashing.
And there's my wall of flame too. I don't know if it's still doing damage to that group. I thought you said they were stuck in it.
Yeah, I glossed over it. They would have fallen back. They're not gonna stay in
Oh,
the fire. They're gonna regroup with these other ones and continue in the slaughter against the ones here.
Yeah, well, I wanted to say something when I revived the Chekchik. That we needed our help to take control back on the troops, and maybe even convince the enemy to calm down and to join us, since they've been betrayed by this illusion, this dwarf.
She nods her head in agreement. A gleam of intelligence in her eyes, and she seems to have an idea, and she begins emitting a powerful pheromone. So this kind of probably goes over everybody's head if they're not a Thri-Kreen of some kind, but she's just like emitting sort of an aura of majesty and rulership. She says, I must approach them, and she will then spend several turns moving in this direction around the poison cloud. Did anybody else want to do something? You still got this storm cloud. Is More going to throw some lightning at somebody?
Do the enemy Thri-Kreen stop fighting us after their avenging illusion is gone?
The Thri-Kreen
And the
are
thing-
berserk. They have the frenzy because of the Cyanatrix. They do not stop fighting. The battle only intensifies.
Are these Thri-Kreen units, are they dead?
I think they were knocked down, but not dead.
I will strike this one with the lightning cloud and help our other one.
I believe they were hit by the Earthquake spell. Bokum can throw Earthquake like 500 feet, and he put it under them and it knocked them down.
Oh. So they're just like prone, they're not like down like 0 HP down.
The earthquake wounded them, and it knocked them prone. They can't stand up because the ground is split up, and some of them probably fell into crevasses and giant cracks in the earth that opened up. It can open up a 100-foot pit underneath you, and you have to move pretty quick not to fall into them and take a whole bunch of damage. It's a pretty big spell, but I glossed over that too, just because like it's not something that happened to any of the players. It's happening in the distance. Major earthquakes and storms. The whole battlefield is being torn up by powerful magic.
Mhm.
All right, gang. What's your next move?
Gang, gang.
I've done quite a bit. I don't know, like when I can do something.
Yeah, I'm sort of pushing into the next turn. Pick a direction.
we
Where's your
see-
party moving to? That's the main thing. That's basically
think
all I'm
we-
asking.
I think that once the Chachik is back up, we're gonna go back towards the battlefield now.
Like, she takes off running. She emits a
we-
pheromone and moves. Are you just going to keep up with her?
Yeah, we can try to keep up with her now.
She's too
What do you guys
fast,
think?
but you
Oh.
try.
Are we still attacking while this is happening?
The battle has not stopped. Like I said, the bloodshed has only intensified. The Thrycreen are in full frenzy mode now.
But if I can, I would try to attack this group that is attacking these guys, so they take less damage.
Does that mean you want to move the party straight through the cloud of poison here in this direction?
You know, well, we're immune to poison.
Well, it doesn't affect you anyway. It's Thrycreen poison.
We could. No, I don't know,
Wait,
but
did the revive spell work?
It did.
Where is she right now?
She emitted
She's on the move.
pheromones, and then she said, I need to get close to them and try to take control of the enemy forces now that their leader is
She-
gone.
she's running through or the other troops to try to calm down by queefing in the air.
She's going to rejoin the bulk of her army, which is over there. Lieutenant Kloxic is going with her as
Can
well.
I cast a spell then?
What do you want to do?
Control the winds.
You're gonna blow her queef over there.
Now that's a good way of using that spell, I think. You're trying to control where the poison goes?
No, her
Trying to
pheromones.
Control where her. Yeah,
Oh,
that.
you're trying to assist her pheromones? How far they go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to end this as fast as possible.
I like it.
I like it too. You know what? There's a thing in my checklist, which I didn't mention yet. Secret thing on my checklist. It's player creativity. I'm gonna say you get it for that one.
Pretty good.
Hooray.
You use the power of your god to control the wind and guide the anti-Thrycreen poison to even better control the battlefield. It would have normally dispersed and been sort of just sinking low to the ground and dispersing around, but you can lift it up and move it towards the enemy and away from your allies. So that's an advantage on the battlefield I hadn't considered.
Jeez, man. Taro surprises me all the time.
Okay, so the party's moving through the cloud. He's controlling the cloud. Chak's chick is on the move. Now that the earthquake spell is ended with Bokum's defeat, the Thrycreen regroup and reform a line here. They're being pushed back by the enemy. Bear with me while I make a couple dice rolls. It looks like they're not doing great. Oh, that's a rough hit. Okay, so Chak's chick's forces, they have many casualties. She's losing people fast. And they've fully engaged with a large number of enemies. There's actually a bit of a number disparity at this point. I don't think either of these units has damage. Oh wait, this one has 10 on it. Maybe the numbers aren't that bad in the favor of their enemies. It's closer than I thought, but they're still taking a lot of hits. I'm gonna get rid of some of these lines. Okay. Oh, wait, I got rid of the wall of fire. Could you put that back, Rios? That was a mistake. I wasn't aiming it. I hit it by accident. Oh, look at that. That's actually a D8. I rolled a 6. Alright, that's a victory. He had a -8. And this unit didn't have a minus anything. It's 14. Yeah, alright. Still a D6. So this unit is really bad. They're decimated. There's very few of them left. A couple of the lieutenants and some of the adults left. Many of the more inexperienced troops have fallen off, and they're being outnumbered by the friendly unit. The Thrycreen unit is kicking their ass pretty badly. But they've got reinforcements on the way. This other unit here, they spent their turns moving in this direction, and then they get here, and in the next turn they're going to be able to reinforce this badly wounded unit. Alright. So things are starting to look bad, numbers-wise, for that battle over there. And, so Taurus, are you going to rejoin the party, or do you want to continue the fight against the Cloud Ray in the sky?
Once I finish him, then I'll move back to the party.
So Shemu is pretty aggressively attacking you and following you. Do you want to try to lead the fight somewhere?
I want to, if I could lead it back to the group, yeah, but if he doesn't follow me, then I'll just keep attacking him.
Alright.
I would just keep trying to outmaneuvering him.
I'm going to push Shemu into the space here, putting you considerably closer to the party just by sort of luring. I'm having an issue with this figurine. It's a white box for me. Can you switch it to one of the other ones? For some reason that one's not loading.
Which one?
Taurus Maximus is a white box.
Does that work?
Nope. But he's got states, right? I think one of his other states works. Or is this not the one with states?
No idea.
Do you have a figurine on the board somewhere, Joe?
Yeah, should be in. Just go right there. This one doesn't work?
No, it doesn't. I was just wondering if there was another one around, like a backup copy.
Yeah, one second.
Yeah, same deal. Wonder why.
No idea, man. Fresh copy.
Weird. Okay, something interesting happens. Hamanu's forces have gone over here. And they begin destroying large parts of the environment. Destroying the cactuses and the plant life, defiling the land, soaking up vast magical energies. After blackening the land, anybody who glances in that direction sees not one, but 2 black circles appear. So Hamanu's unit has more than one defiler in it.
Gonna summon the baby goats.
And once they do that, they're going to do a summoning. It's taking a bit to load. There we go. Hang on, I want to get rid of the thing off this thing's back. Let me unlink it. Okay. From a black portal, they summon several shadowy creatures, casting multiple spells of summoning. These shadowy monstrosities rise up out of the ground and are going to begin moving in this direction. And Hamanu's squad, they're going to cackle, haha! And then they're going to begin moving in this direction. At a high speed, using several magical tricks. What evil shenanigans have Hamanu's people come up with this time? Also, at the same time, you know how this giant earth drake appeared and your dragon was headed to contest it? Well, now not only is there one dragon, but a second drake emerges from the mountain. So, now
That's not good.
your friendly topaz dragon, well, I guess he's at least bribed, if not friendly. He has to confront more than one of these things, and they're pretty powerful on their own. So he comes to a stop in between them, undeterred. And he's almost made it to within range of his breath weapon attack. Alright, so, back to the party. What do you do? You can see
Yes.
Taurus is running in your direction. Do you want to approach him and help him defeat Shamu?
Yeah.
Fireball!
Alright. Taurus is rejoined by the rest of his allies, and the battle is joined. So how many bonuses can we stack here? Shamu's going to throw a pretty powerful spell at you this time. She's got another 7th level spell she hasn't used.
You're also lower, right?
Can we counter spell that motherfucker?
And the Cloud Ray itself is able to do its lightning attack again, which is a hefty one. But she does have a pretty big penalty of -16.
Alright, so we got a +5.
That's,
What are you guys doing to the Cloud Ray?
it's funny how that works out. She actually zeroes out all the bonuses she throws in. She's so badly wounded that she comes out to just a flat dice roll.
What else are you guys doing? Like, are you doing the lightning strike on the Cloud Ray?
Sia will
Yeah, they
Bardic Inspiration, and Orin will Sneak Attack, so that's going to give you another +3, +4.
Wait,
Alright, I'm
did you-
attack.
What's your plus, Morg?
+4.
+4. Alright.
What about you, ringside?
Are you rolling a religious name?
Oh, hey, you're here.
What was the question?
Yeah. Is that my name?
Are you attacking the Cloud Ray with us?
Okay.
Where's the leader person?
On the
Uh,
move around the cloud of poison.
Yeah, we can't catch up to the leader.
Is their plan working?
So far, they haven't really gotten
Okay.
close
Who
to the
left
enemy
on
to
the
try to charm
battlefield?
them yet.
I thought the camera hadn't moved in forever. No, the stream was just paused.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, check out the battlefield. A lot has happened. So, Hamanu's men have summoned creatures from the Shadow Realm and is sending them this way. The leader of your Thri-Kreen is headed towards her allies here. So there's two battles going on. There's a major battle, which is pretty dead even over here, and then there's a battle where her forces are outnumbered over here. And your party had the option of helping them or helping Taurus fight the Cloud Ray, and that seemed more important. So now you're in battle with this powerful psionicist from the Order riding a massive Cloud Ray.
Didn't she leave?
She moved. She's pretty mobile on the battlefield. She can get around.
For frick's sake, I thought she was gone. Okay, I'm sick of this person. I have to have a spell for the situation. That's what I'm doing. Wait a second, I can do my plan now, actually. Any Thri-Kreen nearby?
No.
Just lame-o ones.
Not a single one. They're all like 250 feet away.
For frick's sake. Not again. Can I just have my air elemental rush something over to them?
Okay, your air elemental attacks the Cloud Ray. We'll call that a +1.
That's not what I asked. That is not what I asked.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
I said, could my Croxagore bring something over to the faraway ones?
What do you want to send them?
The Mask of Monster Domination and tell them to use it.
Are you sending it to Chex Chick, the leader?
Does it have attunement?
No, I'm sending it to a random unimportant one.
One of the
I'm
ones
saying,
that's
does it
outnumbered?
I'm saying, does it have attunement?
I don't
Pretty
have that listed here.
Pretty sure it requires attunement. If it requires attunement, it takes 24 hours to be able to attune to something. You can't just pick something up and use it.
If it did, we would not have been able to give it to what's his face, the ranger guy.
Can you check?
Enigmatic Mask of Mind Control, a mysterious mask made of polished bone, adorned with symbols of control and domination, requires attunement. Yep.
Oh, so we weren't supposed to give it to that one ranger.
I didn't give it to him. That was something else.
Yeah, it wasn't the
Oh.
mind control, it was the
Alright, whatever.
hourglass.
I'm thinking of a different item. Okay.
Or I'm tired of this person. I'm blowing up the riders. I get crushed.
What level spell's that?
6. I'm done dealing with them. They're irritating me now.
Okay, that's +14 total. That's it, right? Let's roll it. Wait a minute, where's the red dice? Blast, it disappeared. I'll make a copy. Alright, I'm rolling for Shamu. Ah, she's got an 11. What have you guys got?
Do I need to roll my own, or?
So, do we have other plus? Like, ringside, are you adding to our file?
He did. He added a +6.
+6?
He threw a heavy spell.
Yeah, we're at +18 now.
18? I thought it was 14. Did I miss 4 in there?
33.
Okay.
Finisher.
No, because I had 4 myself. Actually 5 because I got my sword too.
Oh yeah, that's a good call.
My wall of flame is not doing anything, but it's still like blocking the way, I guess, a bit.
All right. You will be happy to know that the total difference in this round of combat was 22. And if you win by 21 plus, the enemy unit is completely wiped out. So Shimu Cloud Rider and her Cloud Ray
Yeah.
will descend through the clouds and smash into the earth. The rider is thrown from the saddle and breaks her back on some rocks. She lets out her dying gasp. The Cloud Ray itself is broken on the rocks and dies as well. One of the
Can I
leading
do a thing?
one of the leading generals of the order has fallen.
I
And my
kind of
sword-
don't want them to die. Could I use my telekinesis bonus action?
They kind of took like a bunch of fall damage out of the sky.
The
Why
attack
don't you want them? Why don't you want them to die?
The
I'm
attack
curious.
you threw at them literally killed them in the air. The fall damage was consequential just because they were up there. But they were already
Yeah.
dead before they hit the
Because
ground.
I remember their backstory, and it made me sympathetic towards them.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
true.
Yeah, but unfortunately my sword went through his mouth and then went out of his spine. So
No. He's talking
Yeah,
about
somehow.
Shemu Cloud Rider. Shemu Cloud Rider was a gladiator, and she had a rapport with animals and beasts, and eventually escaped her slavery by taking advantage of her psychic control of beasts, and became the Cloud Rider that was in charge of her own life. So she had a good backstory, but she fell in battle here.
That's what happens when you go against the heroes of Tyr.
No mercy.
He's getting a proper burial when this is done.
Taurus, you are surrounded by shadow monsters who attack.
Shadow monsters. Ooh.
I'm rolling with +6. They attack you. And these are creatures summoned by Hamanu's men. They get a 17.
I don't like that.
Yeah, they've double-crossed you. Well, I mean, they were already your enemies, but instead of helping
Yeah, well-
fight the enemy, they decided to stab you in the back and run away.
Again.
These guys really do have chronic backstabbing disorder.
Oh, yeah, they do.
yeah, that's why from now on we just burn them alive.
Well, you know, when
Works
they
with a bad mattress.
when they first appeared, they did say, hey, you should kill them immediately. Kill them. Why don't you kill them? You should kill them. Now they're just
Yeah.
trying to kill you. So, I mean, they haven't really done anything surprising.
We tell the Dry Cream that they did not even help us in the war. We should kill them.
Yeah. They didn't know whether they could be trusted, and now obviously they can.
The betrayal is not surprising anymore.
Wow.
Especially from somebody in your own species. They had a Thrycreen over there and they betrayed you.
Wow.
They are truly
Feel like
despicable
that, huh?
people.
So, Joe, let's see that roll. How much of a bonus can you throw on it?
I can throw a +4.
Okay. You throw the full stack, you use a boom, you use a rage, you use an attack, and
Oh.
with
plus-
advantage.
Yeah.
All right, with a +4.
I'm trying to roll. Nat 20.
Nice. All right, so beat it by 7. All right. Okay, so Taurus basically gets attacked from 3 directions, flanking and from behind. Which do you attack back?
The behind first.
Okay. Okay.
'Cause I was watching my back because they can't surprise me.
Okay, you kill 3 of the shadow creatures.
Nice.
Alright, so going into a new turn of combat.
Howdy.
Hey, what's up? So, let's stop for a moment and retcon something. So, Sia, early on,
Yes.
you missed it, but I was telling the party that it's really important how the Thrycreen think of the party. You were trying to get them to help you fight the Order. A whole army of Thrycreen, they can be a big ally in the battle, and so getting them to side with you is important. And when their leader was killed in battle, it shakes the morale of the army, and they could go into a terrible depression and quit right there. But because you weren't here, I made the decision that your character would give a speech and make a charisma roll that ended up being successful. But what would your character say in order to inspire the Thrycreen, who were despondent that their leader had just been slain by the enemy leader?
Ah, yes. I'm glad you asked. Okay. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click.
Racist is instantly banned.
The Thrycreen nearest you says, "What did you say about my mother?"
They even speak my language. Can they understand me?
You're speaking their language.
Wait, can they
guess
understand
it's
me though? Like, wait, do I know Thrycreen? There's a communication thing here. Is like a translator here or something?
No.
Telepathically, no.
Oh, I'm speaking telepathically to them.
Sure.
How am I doing that?
It is unexplained, but it is an option.
All right.
Can Orin
Yeah, you're so
telepathically
inspired.
link him through the queen and the queen says it?
You're so inspired that the Lord of Flame gives you the ability to speak with him.
Yeah, it's always related to the Lord of Flame, of course.
Yes,
Does anybody have thaumaturgy? I think you can
I do.
cast your voice pretty friggin' far with a thaumaturgy.
I do have
But it's
Tiptoe.
not, I don't think it's the loudness. I think it's the
He said he can't do
like.
it.
I think I might have something. Hold on. Wait, can I use a? What about those side dice? With the feet, those allow me to speak telepathically to a creature.
I don't think so. They benefit your rolls, but it doesn't give you telepathy.
Shit. Listen to whisper, sleep, disguise self, speak with animal. Do no telekinesis. Can ring sight connect me to them?
Sure.
All right. What's the name of this tribe? Before I say this, please.
They are the tribe of Chakschik. Their leader Chakschik, the Torkreen, runs this whole tribe.
Umbo tribe of Chakchik. I understand that losing your leader may have been a grievous wound to your morale, but you must see that there is a bigger picture here. We too have lost many leaders in our time, and of course, have helped dispatch of some, but that does not mean the battle is yet lost. There is still time to turn tide and turn this L into a frequent W. I see that now we are facing a grievous task, and that we must band together as individuals and as a collective to unify our strengths and talents to defeat this strong foe against us.
Okay. Okay, so that was the passionate speech that Soul gave in the middle of combat. Okay, so jumping forward to the present, you're currently moving towards this group here along the Wall of Fire, right?
Wait, is this night piece us?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Is that what the party's
What
going to
the fuck
do
are
after defeating Shimu, or are you headed this way?
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta help these Tricreens.
Okay, so you spend like 4 turns headed over to here. She spends 4 turns headed over to here and joins that group there. So we basically have 3 battles going here. Taurus, do you want to fight on the move while you're being chased by this pack of monsters?
Yes.
How big are those things?
So we'll move everything like a space over.
Wait, Ninja, how big are these? Oh, they're Inexus. That explains a lot. Okay.
I'm using that figurine, but that's not actually what they are.
Yeah, what happened to the flat dinosaur we used for Skip?
Go kill those guys. Oh, we gotta go help. What's her name? Help me.
Let's see, what is that spell called? Summon shadow creature? Something like that.
Shadow Fiend.
I forget the name of the spell, but it summons like a creature made of shadow from the shadow plane. It's like any other summoning spell, like an elemental or something. It just takes the form of a shadowy Enix.
So these AO, they just cast these creatures and fled?
Yeah, they
Shallow.
used powerful defiler magic, and then they conjured creatures from the plane of shadow and sent them to kill you, while they escape in the other direction.
We're gonna have to go and meet them
don't
back
have
in
access
Eric
to
and rip their life away from the body.
They keep trying to kill you again and again.
Yeah.
I thought we don't have access to the plane of shadows.
So, one of the few planes that does exist in the Dark Sun is the Plane of Shadow. One of the other ones is the Ethereal Plane. Those two do exist in small quantities. Basically, when you die, you go to the Ethereal Plane, but you could also wind up in the Shadow Plane. There are Shadow Giants that control the Shadow Plane.
Huh.
And all of that does exist within Dark Sun. I think you actually fought a Shadow Giant before.
So they're giants, but just made of shadow?
Yes. Like there's a Fire Giant and a Frost Giant and a Cloud Giant. There's a Shadow Giant.
So there's no gods. The shadow giants run the underworld kind of thing.
They're hard gods. They're the elements.
The Elemental
Oh.
Gods. And the Sorcerer Kings, who pretend to be gods.
Yes.
And
The
they
sorcerer
can...
get their ass beat by a shadow giant.
The Sorcerer Kings can
Wait.
give clerical magic, so they do the job of a god. Because that's what a cleric gets. He prays to his god and he gets his spells. The Sorcerer Kings do the same thing.
I thought they just give paladin spells.
Nah, they give cleric spells. The Templars are
Which is
generally
crazy
clerics.
because they can't cast those spells, can they?
Nope. They can bestow them, but they can't cast them themselves. It's pretty
Kinda
weird.
Freaky. Yeah.
And it's done with a powerful ritual.
Okay. Did I hear you say that the Sorcerer Kings got beat by Shadow Giants before?
The
I
Sorcerer
was asking
Kings
if-
would not... They would not be defeated by Shadow Giants. They would easily win. They're too powerful. Way too powerful. A Shadow Giant might be CR21. Sorcerer King, they're easily several notches beyond that.
Okay.
Where are we at?
New round of combat. What's everybody doing? You have engaged with a large group of enemy units. They have 2 groups here. There's one that's badly wounded and one that's not so wounded. And you've got
Which
one
one is-
friendly unit
oh, okay.
here, and they're in
Wait,
pretty good
am
shape.
Am I at the top? Is it my turn?
The initiative is deceptive. It's mostly everybody acts at the same time with a single dice roll.
Okay.
But it looks like it
Alright.
is Sia, though, right?
What are you guys doing?
It's basically everyone's turn right now.
Do you guys want to attack the wounded or the non-wounded?
The wounded one. It's a numbers game. They must die.
All right, focus fire. So the party rolls against this unit, and this Thrycreen rolls against this Thrycreen here. All right. So I'm gonna roll for the other battle that's happening alongside here. Let's see which one of
More-
them comes out ahead.
You're heading 4. Sia, what are you going to do for attack?
Is this like when we're doing that journey thing? Like you just add something to the attack,
Yeah,
or do you?
yeah.
I'm heading to the file. Yeah.
Do I just say like what attack I'm using? What if I make a shot with my bow?
An attack counts as a +1.
All right, then do I have any bardic inspiration? Do I have left?
I used one earlier. I used one last week.
Last week I was here. Wait, I was here last week.
And that's a +1 anyways.
Bardic
you can
inspiration
just-
still a +1.
You can just do an attack if you don't want to like waste the spell. We're just attacking Tricreens.
It's pretty much anything
Yeah.
you can stack on it can get you another +1. So if you've got a Bardic Inspiration to use, that'll give you a +1. If you can use a magic item that's got limited uses, that'll give you another bonus.
I'll use an
ring-
attack.
Ring sight, what are you doing? We're attacking just a troop of wounded Tricreen.
What about the giant monster demon dogs?
The Inix.
They're fighting Taurus. He hasn't quite gotten to the party yet. He's still like 100 feet away, maybe more.
Well, now that brings to my point, which was I thought we were Taurus was dead set on taking down the Cloud Ray.
Killed it, Arnie.
Yeah, we
Right.
killed it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We annihilated it with fireballs and other
The
spells.
one I 1v1'd him and beat him, and then he had a little bit left. And then
Well,
they-
then that changes my whole plan for this turn. Okay.
Where's
Because I was going to
where's
support
Bug
you in
Lady?
that. Avenging and Bokum.
The Benji and Bokum turned out to be a psionic dwarf. Was a fraud.
Wait, what?
It's dead.
Yeah, it was a losing magic.
Yeah,
Decapitated
he's not
and
actually
everything.
magic. We wanted you here for that. It was sad. He's just a dwarf in a big fancy disguise hat.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Are you guys heading to the attack or are you?
Wasn't actually a hat though.
Oh,
by
wait
the
a
way.
minute. Wait a minute. That doesn't check out. Why would all of these go
But-
toward?
Thrycreen?
Oh, I'm lagging. You said.
The Thrycreen
No,
worship the Avengians. There's statues all over the place here.
Right. So, but if the Avengian actually isn't real and
Illusion.
they're in on it, well, okay, look,
They
They
were-
weren't in on it.
They were
not
tricked.
in on it, then they're going kind of berserk right now, and we're having chick check to try to calm them down.
Yeah, Chax chick. So we were defending her, weren't we?
Yes.
Mhm.
And,
I had to
so
revive her.
We're making sure that Bokum actually does. No Avengian actually exists. Like that wasn't just a ruse to.
It was a fake, an illusion.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Everyone said it was illusion 3 times in a row. I'm not gonna push the point any further.
He
We
was
also
we
ended
got a
up
chance-
killing him.
We haven't had a chance to investigate the body and figure
Yeah.
out what it was, but we're pretty sure it's a psionicist. It was just
We didn't get to investigate him. Grimorn just had his spiritual weapon cut him in half.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Well,
to make
look.
sure that it was dead.
I'm just gonna go ahead and work on using my last little torch to help mop up the rest of the Thrycreen here.
Well, all right. So we were trying to get some numbers for the dice roll. So Sia, you attacked. That's what, +1? Do you have anything
Yeah.
else you can
I
throw in there?
headed that.
The fact that my bow has like that thing where I can make it, do elemental effects to people within a 10-foot radius of where the arrow strikes, does that increase anything or?
Yeah, burn a charge. It'll go up to +2.
All right.
Okay, so he's got 2. Orin, give you 1 for attack, 1 for sneak attack. I usually do
Yep.
a +2 for
Uh,
you.
We said a +4 total last time, if I recall, and
Oh,
I just rolled a nat 20. So.
Well, hang on.
there you go.
We're not rolling it. We need to get everybody's bonus because there's 1 dice roll for the whole party's attack.
Yep. I'm accumulating the numbers. Right now.
So we're just
Okay.
trying to figure out what the bonus is right now.
4 from me, blowing the charges.
Okay, so you're blowing a bunch of charges to get up to +4.
We're at 14 years so far. Ring sight.
Yes.
What was your move?
Where's the bug lady?
Very, very, very fucking far away.
She is.
No.
Yes.
She is 270 feet away, if not more.
Okay.
Who is
isn't-
the
I thought it was
current
Jack's chick.
main threat?
Each square is like 300 meters.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We're on a giant
So what are you doing
battlefield
ringside?
of war.
Yeah, they give you a huge battlefield here, in case you want to, be tactical and have the fight in different areas. You can get the high ground by going to one of the little mountains. You can fight in the crevasse. You can fight in the city. Lots of options.
So yeah, who is the current main threat of this situation?
So we're at
Enemy Thrycreen. The fight continues.
We're at plus 14 right now.
At this point, I kind of feel like it's mop up.
These
Not necessarily. But yeah.
are all of these where it's mostly mop up and trying to save as many of our allied Thrycreens at the same time,
And we have
because
like,
they're still not really as strong as us. That they
The
are
what's it called
still
guys
in
just
danger.
attacked us too.
and there's dragons, and then we have like shadow creatures.
The
Shadow.
other guys
Hold on.
just attacked us too.
But we're far away from
I
them.
create
Yeah, the
Authority
other
guys
guys are also attacking.
Cast, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a ringside say.
tier 3 fog cloud, and I tell the Thrycreen to stay in the cloud.
So that's like a
Keep
level
your
3.
hand up.
Plus 3.
Yes.
So we're at 17.
Okay.
You want me to roll it?
Yeah.
It's
Do you really want to roll it? I rolled a nat 20 on the last one.
20.
Whoa! Damn.
No, it's not great, but
The enemies all burn their action surge.
that was on
Well,
the
you had
that
it
was,
already, right?
that was on the wounded group at minus 40.
You had it Ulrich in mind, right?
No, I didn't calculate her. Do you want to add that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what is that? Plus 2?
Sure.
22 then.
Okay, so we're looking at 22 to 14. You win.
Can we take the spot of the Thrycreen and move in their spot?
You win by 8. It usually causes a position change depending on the difference in the numbers here. When you win by 8, the enemy retreats and takes casualties, a d6. So they go from minus 14 to minus 17. There's only a few of them left. They've lost many of their numbers and they're forced to retreat. So basically you break them and they scatter in this direction.
Whoa,
Alright.
whoa. Wait a second. I thought
I'm
you
trying
said,
to move. I want us to move because we have the wall of flame we can hide ourselves behind.
I got that part, but I'm saying. I thought that you said that Thrycreen were frenzied,
There.
and by part of being frenzied, they wouldn't ever give up to the death.
The friendly ones are on our side here at minus 2. There was a group of enemy ones that were at minus 14.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they react in different ways. They're not always completely berserk. If you think back to like when you first met Kloxic, Kloxic's men were some fighting each other, some were just staring off into space. So it's not always going to be like a battle to the death. They're just reacting out of their minds because of the Cyanatrix effect, which seems to be intensifying now. It's even stronger than it was before.
I can't wait. Fucking get rid of this Cyanatrix, man.
You're close.
We've been doing this for like a year.
Going into the final chapter right after this battle.
Hey, little question, Ninja.
Yeah.
If I casted like a high level bless on everyone, how much of a plus would it give us?
Bless is level 1, right? You can
Yeah.
cast it at a higher level. I mean, it would just be a bonus whatever level you're casting it at, because it's
At
abstract.
every turn.
Well, you have to maintain it, so you could keep it up for several turns.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a constant. It's a concentration.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know.
You just have to factor in that if there's movement, there's going to be 4 or 5 turns as you move. So you have to factor that into how long you concentrate on them and the duration of your spells. because it's such a big battlefield. It takes a while to get around. Okay, so it seems like across the battlefield on the other side of the road, Chakschik is going to make an impassioned speech against the enemy Thrycreen with advantage because of the pheromone effect. So that's
Yeah,
going to be
she's,
17.
She's a super Thrycreen.
17 persuasion versus their 12. Alright, so she persuades these Thrycreen within earshot. Actually, I'm going to do one for each. Let's see if the other group is also persuaded. Yeah, they rolled even lower. Okay, so she is going to send telepathic messages to them, and she will say, "Your leader is dead. Your leader is false. Not an Avengian. Not one of the Great Ones. In fact, a lie. A dwarf of the Order. The Order, we must fight them. Join us. We must defeat these liars that have lied to you." And so these Thrycreen are uncertain, and some of them sort of lower their weapons, especially this group that is badly wounded and on the verge of death. They're a little quicker to give up. This other less wounded group, they take up a somewhat defensive pose, but maybe they're not so keen on continuing the fight. So she's winning them over in that battle over there. Taurus, the Inixes from the Shadow Realm, they're all going to gang up on you and attack.
I'm in.
They hit you with a +6, they roll a 7, that's a total 13. What do you got?
I got what, +3. I can do a +3. Give me 1 second. Roll my. Sorry. +3. Roll that beautiful view footage. And I went into this hole.
Thigh Queen. Along's so proud of that joke. A 9. Oh, that's not good. You lost by 4.
I lost by 4.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah. You take a -2.
Oh, Taurus.
It's so sad. But I'm Taurus, great hunter.
Yeah, but there's 3 of them.
There's a lot more than 3 of them.
Oh.
It's 3 units
Armies.
of them, so 3 armies of them. There's probably like 12 in each group. Alright, so you take a little bit of a wound, -2. Didn't you already have a wound from the previous turn? I forget. No, you were good?
I beat her.
I have a note here that says Taurus -3.
No, that was from fighting with what's her name? But you said I actually beat her instead.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Okay. So all you have is -2 right now.
Yep.
It's still pretty bad. It's no good being solo, but next turn you'll join up with the rest of the group here. Okay, so now we're into the next turn. I assume you're continuing to move towards the group, right? So
Yep.
Taurus
Well, I'm
rejoins the
flying.
group.
Can I just fly away from all those things?
They can fly too.
What?
They're shadow creatures. They don't need the ground.
Get down.
They also ignore the poison, and they move right on in here. So they're going to attack from the back, just like so. Okay, so now the party has a choice. Do you pursue the fleeing Thrycreen you were fighting? Do you turn to fight the shadow creatures? Do you turn to help against the other enemy Thrycreen here? Or something else that I haven't considered? What do you do?
Well, it seems like the biggest threat at this point is the Inix, right?
Eh, they just came out of nowhere, attacked by the shadows themselves. Hot on the heels of Taurus, and they've wounded him a little bit, so that is a threat.
Yeah,
I go help him.
Well, he just arrived here. He joined with the party, so you can all roll together now.
Okay. So we had again all together.
Yeah, you're all together once again.
Come on, baby. Come on, Bristol.
Oren, are you doing the same thing?
Yeah, I ran out of torches, so I'll have to think of something else to use as a expendable. But I'll look around here. I probably got some potions I can use.
Ringside, what are you doing to the shadowy creature?
Holy blade.
Would that count as a +2
I assume.
ninja? An attack with that holy blade on the shadow creature. That's a +2.
Nah, attacks are always +1, unless you have advantage.
Even if it's like a magical.
But it's
go ahead,
a
Ringside.
special holy weapon that does 2d6 more radiant damage to evil creatures.
I don't think shadow creatures are evil, though, are they?
I don't. You're gonna have to.
No,
It's a
the
freaking
shadow.
toss up with the shadow.
The
thing.
shadow versus radiant. Oh well, let's say a vulnerability. But I would assume shadow creatures might have some kind of vulnerability to radiant damage. Where in that fact, I actually have radiant damage every attack.
I'm looking it up. Shadow Spirit. Medium Monstrosity. Where's the alignment here? It's not showing me an alignment. Summon Shadow Spawn. You call forth a shadowy spirit. It manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. It uses the Shadow Spirit stat block. It says nothing about alignment. So I don't think it's aligned.
Does it have vulnerability to radiant damage? Is what we're asking.
No.
No, it doesn't take the extra damage from radiant.
So unfortunately, your sword just does regular damage and therefore +1.
What about you, Joe?
I had radiant.
No, but what's your plus?
+3.
We're at +21 now.
But I also have a -2 from my wound.
Sia, are you doing anything special?
I think I only have 2 to 3 more charges on my bow, so I'll use one of those. Why not? Fuck it. Yep. So +2.
Yeah,
Can I
roll.
use Can I use anything to get my health back?
Yeah, you can use healing items.
Get my wound back?
29 ninja.
I don't know if I even have anything right now. No, I probably don't have anything right now.
Oh, actually, your air elemental, what he's doing, is he attacking too?
That's right, he's here. What else needs to be done?
It's just like your attack, so can have the bonus. So it would be 30 ninja.
30? Okay.
And if this one is like walking right where it's walking right now, it walked into the wall of flame.
Alright, how do you want to distribute the damage you did there?
But a little question, that Enix here, did it walk in the flame? Because it looks like it is.
Oh my gosh.
Yes it did.
So it would take automatic damage, I guess.
That was a level 3 spell?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Okay, there we go. I deleted. I've got this big stack. I need to separate this onto separate lines in my character sheet. But I've deleted. So I do have a +4 for my thing.
Okay. That actually changed the dice and improved the damage. But still, again, which one of them takes the damage?
Is it the middle one we're attacking? Which one are we attacking, guys?
Well, hold on. You already counted my +4 in there, didn't you?
Middle one
Yes.
is
Yeah.
the one I hit
Yeah,
before,
I
I
give you
think.
a +4.
Middle one?
one?
Alright.
I think the middle one, because I said I attacked the one that was behind me.
You blast him heavy. Many of them go down. -7.
And then This one, I don't know. How that works.
This creature is summoned and is incapable of retreat, so I'm going to ignore that part of the combat rules. Because normally with that roll, it would force them to back up. Alright, so that was a good turn. I also did the combat for these guys. They won against this group and did a little bit more damage to them. This group here, in their pain and rage and confusion, is going to just sort of retreat off in this direction for several turns. This group is being converted and is going to be charmed by the great Torkreen, who emits a calming aura of psionic control over all of them, causing them to lay down their weapons and surrender. Alright, new round of combat. It seems like the tide is turning against these enemy Thri-kreen. But the shadow creatures pose a threat. And they'll last for, I think, Shadow Spirit duration is concentration up to an hour. So yeah, these things are here until you kill them. Alright, so in this new round of combat, Inix +2, Inix +2, Inix +2. Actually, they circle around and they're attacking this group over here, so they're assisting them. They still come out to minus... No, wait, it's on the side of this one. Let's see. -3 and -6 is -9. This unit's got -2. Let's decide that combat and see how it goes. Oh. Not well.
Pretty equal roll.
So what do we got? That'll be a 6, and that'll be... Wait, I have that reversed. Friendly units -2. So that's a 16. And the enemy unit...
Our baby wyvern is gonna eat a lot this time.
Is it even like bright things?
It's like lobster. There's cloud ray meat. There's all sorts of shit to eat.
Alright. A couple of combats happen between these groups here, and then we go back to the players. So I have a total of +4 on the group attacking you, and they attack fiercely for an 18. Alright, gang. How many bonuses can you throw at that 18 to win this fight?
So this is another round of combat, right?
Yes, a new combat begins as the shadow creatures continue their assault. Although they've split off. One group goes after your allies, and 2 of them are going after you and the party.
Can I use another bow charge then?
Yeah, if we do the same thing again, we have a +21.
Do you all have enough spell slots to do the same thing again?
I can't. I don't think I have any. I mean, because also, besides the bug repellent, aren't Thri-kreen immune to poison?
No.
No?
I don't think so, no.
I want to do the same bow shot thing again. And I want to add a bardic inspiration on top of it.
Okay.
So +3.
I'm not.
Mine's still +4.
I'm not gonna be
They
plus
have
4
entered
anymore.
in the range. For lightning,
I'm gonna be +3 this time. I can't think of anything here. I'm going through. I don't see what else I could throw.
Lightning's 4.
What about you, ringside?
What kind of firepower you
Ringside.
got, Tara?
Tarot.
only thing that would stop me from casting lightning is if I have to make a constitution
What's your
check.
attack move,
Maybe.
Tara?
I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Is there anything more important than doing that? Is any of our allies in danger right now that I could help?
It's us. We have like 3 troops around us, like attacking us right now.
Ninja, how's the battle in general going right now?
We're kind of winning, but slowly. That's because we're tanky.
All right.
Do you do anything
By the way,
special or?
Where are the nefarious troublemakers that started this problem?
The ones in the cactus field. Ninja is gone
Yeah, where are
getting a
they?
drink, so we
Gone.
don't really know.
They're-
They're either still in the desecrated cactus field or they teleported with some Hamanu bullshit magic.
Yep.
For frick's sake, not
Hilarious.
again.
I'm back.
And they're excessively far. That's extremely far, and there's enemies in between us and that area.
Did you guys roll yet?
See, like, what is that, like 500 feet away?
1 second, Ninja. We're,
Are you asking how far the cactus patch is?
Yeah, Tara wants to
Yes.
know where the hell the Hamanu men went after they summoned these Enixes at us. Did they teleport or are they still over there?
They spent a few turns moving to the cactus patch where they cast a bunch of defiling magic, destroyed the whole cactus patch, and summoned all these monsters to attack you, and then they continued moving in that direction for several turns.
Wait, so the Inix are from the Urukites?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hamanu's
Oh, they're over
men
here.
betrayed
Oh,
the
you missed that
party
part.
once again.
They betrayed not only us, they betrayed the Thrycreen.
And they betrayed their own mission, haven't they?
They're still trying to complete
What was
the mission, but they also want to kill the party, and they don't care about the Thrycreen.
You are delaying your mission by trying to kill us. Your god is displeased, assholes.
I guess technically, Chakschik is at war with the Order, so they are trying to destroy Chakschik and her army. Well, actually,
Right, but I thought they want to get rid of the order.
Wait,
Hamanu's men want to get rid of the Order, so they would be on the side of Chakschik, but they want to kill the party more than they want to help Chakschik. They, being egotistical, still think that they can accomplish the mission on their own.
More than doing their bloody jobs.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
They do. All of them are evil alignment, so they're basically just there to be the thorn in your side the whole way.
yeah, that's why next time they're dead.
Until we
Can
can
I
kill them.
send a search? Wait, I've had an excellent idea.
Well, I imagine at the
I'm
end of the
gonna
book,
send a
it's going to be
sentence
really
spell to
satisfying
Hamanu.
when they don't have plot armor anymore.
I'm gonna send a sending spell to Armando.
It says in the guide, like, Hamanu's men betray the party and then retreat because they'll come back again later. So it's,
So you're not attacking. You're doing something else.
Yes, I have a funny
so,
idea.
so we are at plus 21.
Are you trying to communicate with the Hamanu's men all the way across the field there?
I'm trying to use the sending spell to talk to Harmonu himself.
Oh, he's
wow.
He's
far
like-
away.
He's like on the other continent.
Sending spell has infinite distance as long as he's on a different plane of existence.
He is on this plane of existence. I guess, like, it would be harmless for him to receive a sending, but he would have wards to protect himself against unwanted spying, so you're probably only going to have limited access. Like a,
But,
like
I
a,
don't
who
even
are
do
you
anything
and who
there.
are you and what do you want? Probably more imperious than that. He'd be, how dare
Okay.
you speak to me, worm? What do you want?
We got a 35
It's the
ninja.
Terax. Your men are currently prioritizing killing us for revenge over doing your orders. Just thought you'd like to know that. Because I tell the truth.
They're patriots. They still remember the black eye Tyr gave Uruk in the previous war. It's understandable that they would want to undermine the enemy forces, as it were.
Alright then, whatever.
Yep.
We got a 35 ninja.
35.
Did he not command them to work with us,
Oh,
though?
by the way,
he
I
did.
can still do things. Telekinesis.
You beat them by 17.
good point, yeah.
Telekinesis, is that combat spell?
I can use it as a combat spell to, like, toss them in the air.
What level spell is that?
It is not a spell, it is an ability.
It doesn't count then.
Ah, that's not fair.
Sorry. Battle
Well,
system.
you just bounce off of them.
It's not enough to factor into the actual combat.
But we still have 35, so
Well,
Yeah, 35 is enough. You win. You win by a lot. You win by 17, in fact. If he had something hefty to throw in there that would have improved it, it might be a total victory. But a 17 still decimates the enemy, leaving them badly wounded, with no leader, and a minus D10, which is huge. Another 4. And they already had minus 7, so that's minus 11 now. So there's probably only like one Inix left in this group, to be honest. I'm going to say that Inix just rejoins the other Inix group and becomes one unit, so I'll just get rid of that one.
these ones, they've been stepping in the fire for like 2 rounds now.
They would not stay in it. They probably would circle around after that first round, so they're just going to be trying to flank you in here. Try to put them there and you there. Alright.
We're like,
Okay, cool. So, pretty successful that turn. Going into the next round of combat, they only have a +2 to throw at you this time. So, 17, and then this is the group that didn't have any minuses, so 17 is pretty good.
And our counter, like, alright. So, are you guys doing anything different?
I'm going to think about this other group while you guys figure out your total bonus and roll it.
+3 for me.
Okay.
+4 for me. Lightning strike.
Yeah. Taro? Are you doing a different attack? It's a brand new group we're attacking.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm running out of spells. Do you guys have this covered, or do I need to do anything?
Well, if, like, even a random attack, like, would help.
Wait a minute, hold on. Tell me again the calculation. It's 1 for a special ability, like a sneak attack. 1 for expending a innate resource, like my dice. Do I get 1 also for like flying?
It has to be, like, really useful in combat, generally. So I always say, like, anybody who attacks is getting a +1. If you can do, like, something special with your attack, like Joe can do his reckless attack for advantage, I let that be a +2 instead of a +1. If you can trigger an ability on it, like Sia with his bow, or Taurus with his booming hammer, using one of those charges gives it an additional +1. There are tactical advantages you can get from being on the high ground, or in the crevasse, or in the city. There are disadvantages you can get from being in the cactuses. And there are various other bonuses that you could apply. And there's just a lot. Like, there's it's pretty wide open to interpretation, so anything creative you can come up with. Basically, it just has to be combat effective. It's got to be more than, like, when Ringsight said he wanted to use telekinesis to move somebody. That's not enough to really affect a skirmish in a war.
And like for me, I have my attack, my holy fire attack.
I also always give you +1 for stealth, if I didn't mention that already.
So Terrio, are you doing a simple attack?
Okay.
Or?
I'm gonna try to polymorph one of the Enixes.
Polymorph? I don't think you can polymorph a summoned creature, can you?
Alright, fine.
I'm not positive on that. It's such an obscure, like, edge case. Can you polymorph shadow creatures? Okay, let's find out. What does the internet say? Any creature that doesn't have a challenge rating or level can't be targeted. There are not many like that. There's like a short list of things it doesn't work on. Yeah, I'll give it to you, I guess. Polymorph it is. That's weird, though. You polymorph a shadow creature into a different creature. Poof, you're a frog now.
There's now a shadow bunny.
Shadow bunny. All right.
So what is that like on the roll?
Would you believe a dust bunny?
What level is it? Taro?
Did you say a dust bunny?
4.
See, what are you doing?
I'm going to. Are the shadow beasts the most immediate threat we're facing?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to use a 5th level Thorn Wall.
Fifth level?
Hefty bonus. +5.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Oh, we're at plus 27.
Damn, you're gonna crush them.
Was that a bit over the top?
A little bit.
But if we get a really high roll, we can just kill them outright instead of rolling multiple.
shit.
Like,
484.
They die.
woo!
We utterly obliterate them.
It was well beyond 20. They're wiped
Oh,
out.
what happened to my new pet shadow rabbit?
They were just destroyed.
Have a shadow rabbit.
They cease to exist. They just...
You polymorphing them into little bunnies made it easier for everybody else in the party to crush them immediately.
Wait a minute, doesn't
40.
polymorphing something after you kill it, doesn't it just turn back to its original form?
Good question.
It's dead anyways.
Shut up, Memsy.
Yeah, just finish them off the next turn.
Okay.
I'm not gonna worry
was a
about it too much.
bunny. It died as a bunny. Okay.
It's abstracted for a reason.
Alright, so we got Tricrines and the other group of Eniacs.
Okay, their battle's
Fair
pretty
enough.
intense, but they're winning out. It looks like Hamanu's shadow creatures attacked the enemy Thrycreen here, so they are on point, on objective, but they were also attacking you. So,
Right. Yeah.
this unit here moves to here. They're getting closer. This unit here continues to run away to here. Iltharagma transforms into a mighty topaz dragon, opens his dragon maw as wide as it'll go, and unleashes a gout of dehydrating sand that blasts out to its full range. What's the range on his shit here? It's really big. But he blasts the Earth Drake on the mountain here, and it goes right through. And he says, "Ah, an illusion! Trickery! Deception! Unreal!" It disappears.
What? Wait, that's what he's been doing this whole time?
At the same moment, he
To be
is
fair, he didn't know.
attacked. Let's see. I think he's in this bag. One moment.
Wait, what was their role?
So I feel like if I wouldn't have been so scared and just engaged right then and there, everything would have come down to, I don't know. That's just crazy.
Okay, so when
I
the Topaz
totally
Dragon
agree.
attacks the illusion, Arvigo, the Nightmare Man, comes out of his stealth and does a secret attack against Iltharagma. When he was least expecting it, while he was deceived by the illusion. Iltharagma is slain outright by Arvigo.
Wait a minute. What?
No.
Oh,
What?
Our magic items!
So
how?
It was a sneak attack using a 9th level spell.
What?
That dragon's weak.
It was probably banish. That's probably what he did, is a banish.
So that means
Man,
our magic items actually are gone.
that
Didn't
means that we
use
can
any
keep all the
legendary action?
treasures.
No, because they're still banished with him, aren't they?
Well, we were gonna
Whatever
pay
item.
him something afterwards.
Yeah.
So you were up against not
The
one,
gauntlet.
not two, but 3 generals of the order.
We got what,
We're
2
gonna
of them
fucking-
down.
Oh,
We
no.
got 2 of them down.
Shamu, Bokum, and Arvigo are trying to kill you in this battle.
Wow.
And the freaking
Wait.
Hamanu guys.
Wait, hang
You're
on. Who
okay.
just banished our pet dragon? Who was that?
Arvigo, the
We're gonna
Nightmare
get
Man.
someone
You haven't
third.
seen him in a very long time.
This
What the
guy.
He was the
fuck?
dream.
Him again.
The guy that was attacking us in our dreams, that guy.
Yeah.
Go away. Why are you here?
It's because he is a member of the order. They're trying
No
to
one
stop
likes you.
Come here, Arco. We have business with you.
All right,
I
so
call the roof.
we're into the new round of combat. The situation
Ar-
has changed drastically again.
Right, Arvigo's actually here.
Yeah, Arvigo, the Nightmare
Yeah,
Man.
That guy.
He was able to catch the dragon. Like, he had used his breath weapon on Arvigo's
hold on.
illusion, and Arvigo
Where
had
the
a
hell was-
ready to attack to hit him with a 9th level spell that killed him.
Okay. I see over here.
Pretty devious. He was just waiting for somebody to attack his illusion, and then he had a devastating attack prepped.
Well, you die now.
So
That
are
was
we
all
back
our-
next?
That was all
We're on
planned.
their decks, aren't we?
So this is into the new round of combat. You can see that Chax Chick and the other Thrycreen are sort of somewhat united and moving in this direction. You just have this one group of enemy Thrycreen that's battling you and this unit of Thrycreen and these shadow creatures at the same time. You probably don't need much to win this fight.
Well, we want to make sure Arvigo doesn't get away.
Correct. Do you want to move instead of finishing this group up?
I do. That's for sure.
Well,
So-
we take out all these extra generals of the order. Does that make our next fight easier?
Could. Any that you kill here won't be in the battle later. In the final battle
Oh,
later.
I see.
This is a pretty hefty chunk of the order, though. 3 of the generals.
How many generals are in the order? Do we know that?
You don't know specifically how many there are. You only have one other name. Their leader, Pharisees.
Okay.
Wait, Ninja, I have a question.
Yeah.
If I were to cast the spell and then use action surge and then were to make another attack because of the action surge, would that work?
Hang on, say that again? You want to action surge and then
Like,
do
like
another thing?
the way combat is going, like if we were to fight, let's say we were to fight this Thrycreen, I don't know who he is, and I were to like let's say make a spell attack and then I use action surge to with like the action surge adds another plus, right?
Well, if your action surge is an attack, then you would add +1 for the attack. But if it's... You could do a spell, because it's like a whole other turn, right? So you could get a pretty high bonus that turn if you did the action surge and cast a spell.
Wait, the action surge doesn't work like how it normally does. Like the action surge just adds a +1. It's not like I can cast the action surge and attack with the bow.
Well, it gives you a whole turn, right?
Uh huh.
Are there limitations where you can't do a spell as a action surge? I think the limit of how many spells per turn you can cast might factor in, right? Like cantrip and a bonus
Okay.
action spell.
I think action surge is a whole nother turn. I think it's just like specifically with this combat. It'll probably come up with.
I know, it's weird because they probably didn't intend for like fighters to have magic to really matter like that. Let me look at action surge and what it says specifically.
Yeah, it's another attack. It's not a full round.
You can take 1 additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus action. Yeah, there's really not any limiting factor, so yeah, go wild. Do whatever you want with that action surge.
All right.
You could use it for an attack, which would only be a +1, but you could also use it for a hefty spell, for a bigger bonus than that.
All right. Just one.
Alright, so you guys know the layout of the battle. This turn, what's the move?
All right. Well, I can. Okay, each square is 100 feet. You said.
250 feet. It takes 5 turns to cross one square.
Shit, that's a lot.
Okay, but not if you're running. Also, okay, so just with one round of walking, dashing, and so move, a standard move, and then my swift action of teleport, I can cover 160 feet in a single round. Because 100 feet from my teleport.
Alright.
Of course, I have to roll for it.
So
Okay.
you could
Finding,
theoretically cross a square in 2 turns, so that'd make you the fastest unit on the board.
So.
But that's just you. You'd leave everybody else in the dust.
Yeah, and you're gonna go face a
move. I can move
mega
120.
guy and a dragon.
I can move 120.
Oh, the dragon is a illusion, right?
One of them was an
Ooh.
illusion.
We don't know if the other one is an illusion or not.
Well, if one of them was an illusion, why would there be a real one? You're dealing with psionicis, not summoners.
Oh,
Okay. I just want to cut off his escape. Like, I don't. He's a 9th level spellcaster. He just murked one of our strongest units, so I don't know. I just. Yeah, I don't know how this will work. He's gonna get away.
Is he though?
Well, look, I'm just spitballing ideas here. I guess you're right. When I get up to him, I'm not super tanky. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do against 9th level spells. He could probably like just say die, and I would die.
Yeah,
A power word kill.
basically. If the whole party's there, though, your bonuses will add up to more than what he's got.
But he's
I
gonna
don't want him to get away.
In this battlefield
Wow.
system, having teamwork and the whole party there is a huge advantage.
Yeah, I'll go with you. I'll try to keep up with you if you slow down just a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm literally I can fly.
me too. But wait, I can hold on. I know what to do. I can be invisible for like how many minutes here?
I can use. I haven't used any of my shapeshifts. I can also fly as an air elemental, go 180
There you
feet
go.
per turn, and then when we get there, I can turn back into a human and cast spells at her for bigger bonuses. Because if I'm just an air elemental, I can't really do anything but punch, and that's just a +1.
Well, either way, actually, I'm not seeing it here. I thought I had a way to turn invisible, but I guess I don't.
You do. Oh, invisible. Oh, you have a way to
Yeah.
fly.
I think maybe I gave those boots away to somebody, or traded them or something. I don't know what it was, but clearly I don't have it anymore, so I can't be invisible. I thought I was gonna have a way to try and trip them up or something. But nope, I don't see it.
During this turn, while you're deciding what to do, Arvigo casts Teleport and goes to the crevasse.
Teleport where now?
The crevasse!
Well, we wouldn't see that. How would we even know?
He teleports horizontally, and he appears in the air like a Dragon Ball Z character just levitating there after the
Oh,
teleport.
jeez. Oh my gosh.
And then he descends down into the crevasse, which is a defensible position that gives him bonuses for any fight.
So he just killed our dragon and screwed off.
Oh no, he's still on the battlefield, but he's taken up a very defensible position where it's pretty hard to get at him.
Are we still chasing him?
I want to, but I have to wait for you guys because I can't do this alone.
He's also very far away. Teleport can go quite a distance.
I mean, Look, I guess we finish off the Thri-kreen here. I don't know what to do. I don't know.
They're right here if you want to face them. You could
I'm just
probably
mad.
defeat this group this unit, or this turn. You could defeat this unit.
That's the last unit, isn't it? Hold on, I can't see. Let me see.
Currently, yeah, this would end the fight.
Alright.
This one is got pheromone by the queen.
I guess we might as well finish off this fight.
The queen's taken command of all the ones that surround her. The only group, the fleeing unit with a -17. There's just a few stragglers that are running away off into the distance there.
We wouldn't cut them down necessarily. I want to go for Arvigo, but let's go. Let's make a decision. Come on, let's go.
It's going to take so long to get to him that you almost might as well just face the enemy that's right before you before moving.
Yes. We
Oh,
jacket wall
over here.
move.
Over here? Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Alright, let's do it. Come on. I get +3. Let's go.
All right.
I did +1.
Enemy unit has -7. They're going
I
to.
got a +3.
So which one are we attacking here?
The close one. Whoever's closest to us.
Alright.
Alright, so we're weaving through the enemy Thri-kreen, you know, slashing and
Oh, okay. So we're attacking, just attacking them?
I guess so, yeah.
Alright. Good.
We're gonna like
You
act like we
said-
didn't see Arvigo just totally one-shot our
You
dragon
said-
off to the
Joe, you said a +3?
+2 for Ulrich. So +5 total.
Oren?
I said +3, yes.
I don't even
Sia?
know if we saw him because he's really far away.
Yo,
Sia?
what's that?
What's your plus?
Who are we attacking? So I can decide.
Tri-kreen already wounded?
Oh, this is a single Thri-kreen or a unit?
It is a unit of Thri-kreen. They started out with like 34, and 7 of them have died.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty far away. That's a quarter-mile away. This happened.
Okay, I'm just
What
making
kind of
sure.
attack?
Big dragon in the air did a breath attack, and we all noticed.
Okay, one final question. Is there anyone else in the battlefield more important than these guys?
Well, these guys
I
are
mean-
close, so you can get to them. But Arvigo, the Nightmare Man, is in the crevasse, and he's pretty
Yeah,
dangerous.
we're gonna need some spells for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Or-
I'm gonna-
The rest of this army, maybe. Go
So
ahead.
what's your plus, Sia?
+3, same thing, bow and charge. No, that's +2.
Um,
I mean, bow and charge.
Ring sight. What's your plus? Nope. Regular attack? What's your plus? Attacking Tri-kreen. Ordinary troops.
What's your bid? I'm pretty much out of dice almost too.
What do you mean you're out of dice?
My daily dice that I use for my powers. Like,
Oh.
how many rounds have we been in combat actually?
A lot.
Quite a bit.
I think it's like 5 or 6.
Ring sight, what are you doing?
You have to consider though that every time you've moved, 4 or 5 turns have gone by. Echo, echo, echo. Taro.
Yes.
I can
What's
hear
your plus?
myself through
Yes.
We're
No.
winning. We're winning for you.
you. Oh, wait, no, I'm looking at my stream. That's why it's echoing. Sorry. I take it back.
Are there currently any other threats next to us?
You're
No,
having a
we-
battle. Cast a
With the
spell.
Tri-kreen. No, dudes.
Say what spell you're
For
using.
frick's sake, can I just tell the Thri-kreen to surrender?
They're frenzied. They're not going to. They'll fight to the death.
Running out of useful spells. Hey, out of character, do you guys think you got this without my involvement? I really want to save what spells I have left.
It's totally valid if you just want to say I
Yeah.
attack and it's just a +1.
Yeah, we just need to know like what's your action. Like
Yeah,
if it's just a +1, we'll do a +1. You know.
Yeah, you can keep it simple. That's
I'll
fine.
smack them with sword. I'm good.
Sounds
Alright,
good.
Plus the
+1.
air elemental. So we're at +20.
All right, +20.
Like, guys, this is not supposed to be the. Oh shit, 21 only.
Oh wow. I
Yeah.
thought for sure they'd die.
No descriptions on what we're doing. Is the-
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Just give us a number so we can go a little faster.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that. So, like, I like when you are descriptive of what you're doing during your turn. It's the whole point of this is that it has less mechanics and more chance for you to like narrate what you're doing during the battle quickly.
Yeah, that's why I tried to do that myself.
No, I get that, but we're just like bashing on Tricreans.
Let's see how many you kill this turn. 6 of them. Oof. So they're at a minus 13. They get crushed this round. They also have a battle with the Inix. Looks like the Shadow Creatures, they get a nat 20. They finish off the Thrycreen unit. There we go. So you just see the Thrycreen getting torn apart by these shadowy monsters here. This unit continues to flee. This unit moves in and rejoins. Let's see. They stare down the shadow creatures. Chexchick is going to banish them, and they're gone. Poof. Alright, the Thrycreen. Give a cry of triumph and victory. The battle is over.
Oh, we still have the shadowy creature.
They just died.
Oh, no, I'm
There's still
talking
an
the
evil dude hiding in a corner.
yeah, the bad dude.
Man of Shadows.
Nightmare Man. Arvigo.
Yeah.
But now we can meet him with the whole rest of the army, right?
Okay, so we're out of combat technically. But if you want to go to the crevasse, a new battle will start inside the crevasse with Arvigo.
Okay, but what I want to do is get Our Lady. Hold on. Back to what is it? Chax chick, right? Where is she? There she is.
Yep, she just
Chax-
arrived. She just
I
joined.
want to convince Chack Chick to help us with our battle against the Order Continues over in the crevasse.
She nods her head in agreement. That's why I asked you to help. We must defeat the Order. Their plans are mad. We must restore the power of psionics to the world.
Who's saying this?
Chexchick, the Thrycreen leader.
Yeah, I
right,
said it
on
out
that
loud
note,
to her.
Where's the body of the dwarf? He's going into the
Uh,
reliquary.
He's like 260
In
feet north
half.
of you.
In 2 pieces.
Yeah, maybe further than that
Shaving
even.
his beard and using it to hold it together.
Closer to 500 feet maybe. Well, you're technically out of combat. Do you want to move the party in that direction and go inspect the bodies? Shamu and Bokum are both over there dead.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Well, I don't know. Like, well, the group.
I'll do that too.
Okay, so here's something to consider. This is the Thrycreen's War, and they have achieved victory. And it says in the guide that if you're successful in using the charisma roll, and we said that Sol was able to convince them to rally the forces, it says that they all become like hirelings, right? They become like followers, like Ulrig. But the Thrycreen demand respect and equality. So if you treat them like underlings and don't give them a fair shake, it's going to look bad. So if you're looting bodies and they don't get a cut, that will hurt your relations with the Thrycreen here.
Well, the only body we need to look at is the dwarf.
Yeah, we let them have all the Thrycreen bodies. We'll take the dwarf body.
Well, that's not really what I was talking about. I'm talking about loot share. if a hireling doesn't get a loot
out of
share,
all the loot that's on the battlefield, we leave all the Thycrene loot to them, and we just want the 2 bodies from the generals.
That's probably not going to be that okay.
yeah, it's not okay at all. It's exactly my point. They want stuff from the bodies as well.
Well,
I
can we
mean-
see what's on the bodies first?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's. I don't know.
Okay, so you
like
find
it.
you
That
find
sounded
Bokum with a sword jammed down his throat. He had hide armor. He has a chakcha. He has a githka. He has a metal short sword and an obsidian throwing axe and a couple of obsidian throwing daggers and a ring and some nice boots. And something in his pocket. You can reach into his pocket and feel around for what's down there.
Oh.
Hmm.
Inside his pocket.
Pockets a little bit heavy there, young. Are we still in combat?
No, combat ended. You're out of it.
What about Night Man?
Now we're just looting.
Okay,
We're
but
just gonna ignore Avago.
I'm not cool with this.
What about the Earth Drake?
I mean, that's still
There
gonna
are
happen,
things
but it
above
takes
the illusion.
it takes minutes, many minutes to get to him.
Okay, so he'll just wait for us, I guess.
Well, he's setting a trap, obviously.
I kind of am okay with that.
Can we open the portal of water and flood him?
Just modern problems require modern solutions. Just drown them.
Modern problems, Paramount. I love it.
Pretty good.
Okay, so change this to Bokum's gear and lock it. Okay, so when you go up to Bokum, these are his possessions here.
All right. I kind of figure we just take the ring and the pocketed stone.
What about the boots?
I don't know.
If I use a
Sleight of hand.
breastplate, but what is it? What is the breastplate made of?
Hang on a second, I'm typing. Let's see, is that everything? Nectarine, blueberry, that thing. Oh, the net. Can't forget the net. Did one of you grab the net? I think one of you has the net already, right?
Yeah, I have
Yes.
the net in my bag. Yep.
Oh, and the other item. I'm calling that one a cool ring on this card.
The ring of cool. We got the ring of cool.
Wait, this is the cool ring that makes people cool when you
Whoa,
put it
whoa,
on?
whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, Shamu had
Wow.
the ring of coolness that was the bribe that the dragon wanted really badly.
Okay,
Yes.
It's identify? Customer? Do you know what it does?
That breastplate, like, what is magical in all this? Can we?
It does elemental resistances and stuff.
That's it?
I had like 3 of them. 3 elemental resistance powers.
This is all about time management. Oren's in a rush to hunt down the last general, but if you spend 10 minutes, you can identify this item.
Oh, it takes 10
kidding.
minutes?
You are kidding me.
Identify is a 10-minute long ritual, yeah.
Oh.
No, we're not doing that. Thanks.
Yeah,
Grab it,
just maybe.
grab it.
We'll identify it
What's in
later.
a touch?
I'm talking about rounds, guys.
Oh, I just said just grab the ring. Let's go.
Like I'm saying, I'm ready to go ahead and just like sleight of hand. We'll grab the ring, grab the pocketed stone, and the rest of it we can go ahead and talk about later with the Thri-kreen.
That's an interesting idea. If you sleight of hand, the Thri-kreen can't be mad about the item not being shared, because they won't know
Right.
it exists.
That was my
There
plan.
you go. Let's do
So
That breastplate, what is it made of?
I don't know what the ring is. All I know is it's a
Shamu's
ring.
breastplate? It is made of Braxit hide. It is in the Tyrian style.
That
So-
medium?
Okay, hello. May I get a chance to speak? Okay, it's this is something that I was saying. I don't know if you heard me before. You told me it was a ring of that. It's a cool ring, a ring of coolness.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and roll. Now my minimum roll is a 19. I do have a couple of dice left to spend, and I think I may have to go ahead and blow one more of those dice. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. We're about to go fight Akara Cool, or not Akara Cool. Darn it, what's his name?
Arago.
Arago. So if they see me G a ring, okay, whatever. 19's the number yes they have to beat.
19. All right.
Oh, that's your minimum roll.
It's my minimum roll.
You rolled lower.
No, yeah, I rolled a 4 and got a 13. But the thing is that I'm gonna save what leftover dice I have for Arvigo.
What if I assist you by blocking?
Get. Ha! Oh, then I get what's it? Advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it then.
If I stand in front and just give him a good block, does that work, Ninja? Is that a thing?
I don't know if he heard you. I'm just gonna
Ooh.
plan like he's gonna say yes.
Nobody
Next time
noticed except for Chak's chick. Chak's chick noticed right away.
Yeah.
Even with me blocking?
Yeah,
It
even
doesn't
with you
matter.
blocking.
Even with you blocking, I didn't roll any better.
Chak's chick has psychic sight. Sight beyond sight, beyond sight, beyond sight. Plus 12. It's a really good perception roll. With a nat 20. 32.
32. I wasn't gonna beat that anyway.
Right, 32 is hard to
On my-
beat.
On my best day.
Is that
Chak's chick sees all with her amazing eyes.
Okay, well, look. She can be mad at me, but I'm also trying to lead the fight against the last of the orders, so...
Well,
maybe
still,
we
you
call
only
it-
took one item, so that's fair.
If I do detect magic, like what glows the most in all this?
Good question. What glows the most here? The metal short sword's probably a strong one. Both of the rings.
Which one is not the ring of coolness?
Oh my god. If you guys ask any more questions...
The ring
Are
of
we
coolness
going
glows
or
pretty
not?
much too.
Well, I haven't had a chance here, so you gotta give me a break.
Alright, I'm sorry.
It would have taken like many minutes to get over to there anyway, so just delaying for a turn or two isn't that bad.
He wants
but-
to.
Just consider it that people need to take a bit of a breather after a battle that's gone on for minutes and minutes.
So I'll grab the other ring that hasn't been picked up.
Off who? Shamu or Balkan?
Which one glows the best?
I think they're the same.
So Shamu has 2 rings. I'm gonna grab the Bokum gear ring.
Okay.
I'd like to grab something. Anything worth I can take?
Yeah, the cards are there. Take your pick. Oh, actually, I take it back. Bokum's ring is better. Yeah, Bokum's ring is much better.
Yeah, that's the one I picked up.
I
I put a
think.
note on the card.
Anyway.
And I tell real quick, I will tell the metal short sword. I'm gonna tell Orin and Sia that that sword glows very well. You might want to go and pick it up.
I'll try it.
None of this stuff is half giant size.
No.
Do they have a problem with me trying to pick up a short sword?
Look,
You want it, Orin?
No, I took the ring, and I'm marching off into the distance. That is that southwest. I'm trying to lead the rest of the here. I'll downright pass them bits of his stuff if we can just get going before Arvigo leaves the crevasse.
I'll pocket.
Basically,
pocket
like, none of the Thrycreen will complain to you taking a trophy. So, claiming one item, nobody complains. If you claim, like, 3 or 4 items, then they'll start to think you're greedy.
I'll pocket the sword then.
Okay.
Those armor, were they shining well? Or were they nice? Or...
These are
Ninja, do I
epic,
need-
epic level scions. All of their gear is high quality.
Do I need a card for it, Ninja?
What's a pocketed stone?
Well, the other thing too, Sia, like your medium armor, and the same thing for you, Oren. Like these guys, they have really good armors most likely, and they're going to be like medium or light.
I'm perfectly fine with my armor. I can teleport 30 feet a day. Well, no, I can teleport 30 feet twice a day.
Any of these items that are unidentified, I'd like you to list them as Bokum's items. So that would be Bokum's metal short sword until
thank
you identify it.
Actually, speaking of which, I'll probably... If we ever get in a time where we're not in constant battle, Oren, you want this armor I'm wearing?
Look, great. If we have another question about this, I will go and march my character off into the sunset trying to
He's like,
kill
let's
that
go.
monster."
Let's fucking go.
I guess
I'm grabbing all the fruit.
This is highly immersion breaking. Move your
I am
butt.
with you, man. I'm ready. We have farmed the loot and we're on our way.
Hallelujah. Pass the beer.
Found it. There's his stats. All right. Do you guys want to fast forward to the crevasse?
Yeah, we run. We go there.
Before we lose any momentum from the Thrycreen, army, because they don't get tired, they just stop caring about the battle.
So, Chak's chick is going to calm the emotions of her enraged Thrycreen using her powers. And then she is going to convince them, with a good persuasion, that they should tend to the dead. The respected dead. So they're going to begin gathering all of the bodies and performing funerary rites, both for their own fallen and for the fallen Thrycreen from the enemy forces. They're all treated with a similar amount of respect because they were deceived by Bokum, and many of them are coming to that realization now, and they're unifying into one tribe, basically.
Yeah, unity.
And wouldn't it be nice to...
Alright, so the party approaches the crevasse after several minutes of marching across the desert. Let's see. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute. Going into minute 5, you start descending down into the crevasse. So how do you want to approach this? You're currently about 250 feet away from where you last saw Arvigo enter the crevasse. What's your strategy here?
Okay, so if he's still here, well, first of all, I'm going first. I'm gonna sneaking in.
Can we get past without a trace?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know if that helps with combat, but yeah.
well, if you have it memorized, yes, please. I would love to take that.
That is a level 2 spell.
Since I can fly, and I want him to focus on me anyways, I am going to do what he did, and I'm gonna go Goku style and come down the center of the crevasse and tell everyone else to take the flanks.
Well,
The
I
rest
want
of your friends are dead.
try to find him.
Bef-
I have trap sense, so hopefully magical traps get detected by me before I trip them. I'm hoping.
As you approach the crevasse, you get an uneasy feeling.
Before we split, I'm gonna cast level 3 bless.
There is a trap here.
Okay, Ninja.
I have a way of. Can't I?
Level 3
disarm-
bless.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Do you want to try to disarm the trap? It's a magical trap.
I do, but I understand that even rogues can disarm magical traps now, right?
It's gonna be hard though. High DC.
Sure is. Okay.
Do a dispel magic.
Yes. But first I'm gonna try and scrub the magic circle out with my little pinky.
It's 5th level, so if you dispel magic, it's gonna require a roll.
I can roll, I guess. Or it's not if I roll it at level 5.
Oh wait. I remember. You guys gave me the nice picks, so I get advantage. Yes, I get advantage on this. So I roll 2 dice and we'll click this button now.
If I roll at level 5 though, would that just cancel it?
Crap, didn't matter. 23.
23. That's your disarm roll.
My disarm roll.
Okay.
Do I trigger it?
You try to disarm the trap, but you end up triggering it instead. The entire side of the crevasse explodes in a fiery explosion, causing a huge amount of rock and rubble to collapse into the crevasse, crushing everything within. Had you gone inside, it would have triggered and collapsed the entire crevasse on you and killed you instantly.
Oh.
So it just says, you die instantly, or is there like a half damage?
Yeah, you could probably avoid some of the larger rocks, but it's pretty severe.
Okay.
Like, you're basically having several tons of rock fall on you. Pretty lethal. But
Yeah.
detonating the trap without going inside is a good way to avoid it. Even failing the
okey-doke.
disarm, at least spotting it and trying to disarm it prevents you from going in and falling for it.
Okay.
However, you'll realize that Arvigo is not here. He had lured you into a trap intending to blow you up, but he wasn't actually here. He has since teleported away.
I kind of figured.
Figured.
He's clever. He doesn't
Or
like direct
whatever.
confrontation. He wants to demoralize you in your dreams, prevent you from getting a good night's rest, and then draw you into horrible traps while deceiving you with illusions. He's a devious one. He's nowhere
I
near as
suppose-
direct as Shamu was.
It wouldn't have mattered if I had gotten the party to go a couple of rounds earlier, I suppose.
No. Whenever you got there, it would have still been a trap.
Okay, but my character, I might know that. My character doesn't.
Correct. Yeah.
So I'm still going to be an asshole.
You're still gonna be like, damn it, I thought we had him cornered. Where did he go? It's tough to pin down somebody who can teleport.
Like, your guys in your fucking loot lust. Come on.
Right.
We lost him.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, so Grimorn actually gets away with having 2 items because he picked up the net earlier and nobody noticed. Has anybody not gotten an item from this yet?
I
Yeah,
did
so-
not.
So Morg, take a pick. What's your reward for the battle here? What do you choose? And since you're not under any time constraints, you are welcome to ask to identify anything if you want to spend the 10 minutes to do so.
Yeah, I'd like to get the ring and the net identified when ring site has a minute.
So this is the first 2 items handed to Ringsite. Do you begin your ritual, Ringsite?
Yep.
Wait, there's 2 Shamu rings?
Yeah. The one of them is a cool ring, and the other one is Shamu's ring.
Are both of them magic?
Oh yeah, all these items are
Yep.
magic.
I will
If you-
probably take the ring, because I already have eyeglass thingies.
Like, if you ask me, I could tell you which one are pretty strong and all that.
Taken by.
None of these are cursed, right?
I did a detect magic.
Did somebody take the cool ring? That's Orin,
I
right?
thought
Orin has the
somebody
cool
took
ring.
I don't. I may have taken the cool ring. This is the one off of.
That's the one you tried to sneak
dwarf.
away, right? Yeah.
Right.
No, actually, Shamu had the cool ring. Bokum, he had Bokum's ring that Krios took.
Depending on the hide armor enchantment, I might want the hide armor enchantment. But I don't know. I already have the druid fire drake armor.
There's the pocketed stones too. Taurus might be interested in it.
There's that dude.
I'm sorry, which item was getting identified first?
The netting and the Bokum ring.
Let's start with the
the
net.
two. Yeah.
All right, you hand off the net. The net was on Shamu. I should have put them closer together. I have to scroll too much. You discover that this is a magical net of entrapment.
Mm-hmm. You try to catch me in that thing.
Sure did. It's got a long description. Net of entrapment. It's got a DC 20 strength check. It's got
Oh.
pretty good armor. It's got an armor class of 10 instead of 5. Normally, if you're trying to hit an inanimate object, it's got an armor class of 5, so it's a much tougher, magically empowered rope. And it's got a command word, so you can trigger it verbally. And a DC 20 to avoid being caught in it as well, so high DCs on the net.
Yeah. And dexterity save to avoid anything.
One for dex, one for strength. Okay, so what was the second item? One of the rings?
Yeah, the vacuum ring.
Bokum's ring. Okay. Scroll to Bokum. Bokum's ring. Is a ring of regeneration. You gain a d6 hit points every 10 minutes, provided that you have at least one hit point.
Wow. Okay.
It even regrows lost limbs.
Mm-hmm.
And considering how we use those critical hit tables that can lose a limb or an eye or cause brain damage, that ring could be invaluable.
Super, yeah, for this campaign setting, yeah, you bet.
Wait a minute, is there someone out there willing to buy limbs?
Probably, yeah.
Oh,
I'm just
what?
saying.
The halflings.
Oh my gosh.
You want to go into kidney,
Oh my
the
God.
kidney market?
I'm just saying, it seems like a bag.
That's not a limb.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Taurus.
That's a quote. That's a
Taurus.
quote.
And
I'm
Joe.
out. I don't want baby leg.
Taro,
Joe.
I don't think you picked an item. What is your trophy? What is your
items are
treasure?
left?
They're on these cards here on the table. I'm looking at them on stream as well.
Wouldn't it be nice?
I'll be honest, my brain is starting to hurt. I'm trying to do several things at once and it's hurting me.
Oh.
What else are you
Multitasking
doing?
is hard.
Uh,
Juggle and masturbate at the same time? I know how it is.
what's the eyeglasses?
Is save
do?
that on Twitch?
No. But nobody watches our stream anyway. Oh, I take that back. Josendi Plays is on there saying hi. Hello, Josendi Plays. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
Don't
Who has the
narc,
limerick
don't
going
narc
for
on
you?
us that we said naughty things on Twitch.
Who has the ring that can regrow limbs?
I
Okay,
take that.
will you quit it?
I'm just saying. It's money. It's money.
Hey, he's making valid points here. Spin facts.
Facts.
So there's still a hide armor, a
Check
chatkacha, a
later.
githka,
Right now.
daggers, an axe, There's boots, a pocketed stone.
What's the pocketed stone do?
There's
Any
an
kind of-
iron light mace. That's going to be valuable.
Ooh.
Are you going to go with the stone? Is that your choice?
I took the fruit, but I just took it in a hurry.
Have you made a choice, Taro? What do you take?
Can I decide later?
Well, we don't have a whole lot of time, but yeah, we can give you some time to think about it.
All right, pocketed stone. What does that do?
Oh. You're in luck. Get it? Get it?
Of it.
Is it a lucky stone?
The luck-
It is a luck stone. +1 bonus on ability checks and saving throws. It does require attunement, though.
Yeah, I'm out of attunement
Fancy.
slots.
I'll take the lucky stone.
Yeah.
I don't got attunement slots either.
Fancy.
What were those fruit? The fruit that I took? Were those magic fruit or just regular fruit?
Oh, they're all magic, for sure. The nectarine and the blueberry that you took. When you have those identified... Let's see here.
Because I had to use a fruit to kill him, so I want my fruit back. I'll probably just take the light hammer, the light mace.
Oh, not the fruit?
No, I mean I'm taking the fruit. Because
Oh.
because I had to use a fruit to kill him.
The Thrycreen all look at you as you've taken 3 items now. Ha! What a greedy
I am a
bastard.
mighty hunter.
What?
Oh, they can have the iron mace.
No,
Well, Taurus just took it, right? Like, he picked it up.
that's all I was gonna take.
At least the fruits are,
well, they
like,
can have some-
lesser expendable items, so it's not quite as bad as taking another full item. But it's still a little bit on the negative side. But anyway,
Or,
the
you know what? I'll take- yeah.
the iron mace is pretty cool.
Is the breastplate made out of metal?
It is a hide breastplate made out of Braxit hide.
Can I play it off like the fruit were just like fruit? Just like food?
Sure. Hungry half giant. Food. You just snag it.
No, just grab it. Just put it like it's food. You don't like this. It's my food. Put it in my pocket.
Keerbone haft an iron-headed light mace. Gate ritual. A black and white flecked weapon that
Oh.
emits a soothing waveform. Only functions if you are aligned to water. Activation. Sacrifice 3 of your max HP.
Oh man.
Healed by a long rest. It gives you advantage on sacrifice rolls and +2 on the roll once per day.
Oh no.
We,
Don't
I
even
can
think
have
about it. Don't even
Second
think about
item
it.
without angering the
it sounds like a
the
fantastic
Thrycreen.
sacrifice.
Don't
I'll
even think
grab
about it.
I'll grab one of the obsidian daggers.
Ooh, sacrificing a +2 weapon of water would really please the god of fire, wouldn't
I
it?
know, I know.
We're
Oh,
fine.
you
Damn
hey,
it.
who brought your girlfriend back to life? Huh?
All right. It's not
Technically
weird,
her
so
own
yeah,
item.
We'll definitely roll for a second. But it has gate on it, dude.
Oh,
We
yeah,
can
I'll
gate.
trade.
Gate? It
I'll
has
tra-
gate.
Yeah, but you can't use it.
What are you talking about? We
You
can
gotta be
find
wa-
somebody who
Yeah,
can
somebody
gate
that I'm gonna
dragon
want to
back
kill.
for us. And then we can sacrifice them too.
I'm gonna trade the net if you want for that thing.
Net
trade
is
the net for
very
that.
strong. You would like the net, Joe.
Yeah. I'll trade it. Yeah, I'll take that trade. Hell yeah.
That's an incredibly good grabbing weapon.
Yeah, it's something
yeah.
you grab people all the time. You'd love that.
Yeah, I know that.
It's
yeah.
probably an upgrade over your grappling hook setup.
Yeah. I'll trade with you. Hell yeah.
Sweet. That's gonna be a nice sacrifice.
Yeah, it is. +2 weapon. Big buff on that. A big bonus. All right. Did anybody not get an item?
So when you identify it and you say it's a water weapon, I go, yeah.
I was asking.
The general
Oh.
Chakschik will claim the Chotkacha of Bokum as her trophy of war.
Anything else Bokum had?
Taken by Chakschik. Ah, it's locked. Damn it. Alright, alright. Taken by Chakschik.
I'm surprised nobody took that breastplate. The
Do you have
breastplate's
the
probably worth a
Do
lot.
you have the card for the mace?
Yeah, it's this one right here.
Well, most of it's depending on whatever the enchantments are.
Yeah, but breastplates are usually just the raw materials worth a lot.
But they could be quite valuable
made out of
considering
metal,
they're
though.
magical.
Yeah.
but
It's a
there's not-
breastplate. It's heavy armor.
Medium. Yeah. Here's the net card, ninja. Joe, over here.
Okay.
It's on your table.
Hey Joe, on this Luckstone card, I'm gonna put both of the fruits, so you can copy it off that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Taro took the Luckstone.
Can
Yeah,
if I were to
I put it on the
enchant
card so you
something
can
that's-
copy it.
Cool, I got it.
Can you enchant something that's already magical to also have another enchantment, like add my druid enchantment to another magical item,
Yes.
or would it like override it?
Yes, you can. You can add on to an already crafted magic item and build up to things.
Okay.
Although it
then-
is somewhat limited, like
Yeah.
I don't know, it might require a lot. It would be like enchanting a whole new item from scratch, so the cost is pretty high.
Okay.
Net of entrapment. Ooh.
Then I guess I'll take the breastplate too, if I can take 2 items off the Thrycreen getting mad at us.
Now, many of the Thrycreen that survived are going to probably be interested in claiming an item of some kind. A couple of the generals are probably going to take like the Githka and the daggers, if nobody else has grabbed them yet. But yeah, the armors have not been taken yet. So if somebody wanted to grab an armor,
Yeah, I would take a breastplate then.
you take the breastplate. All right. Put that on a card for you.
What's
think
that
my-
obsidian throwing axe looking like?
My table's broken. I have to close and reopen it.
All right.
I would.
When identified, it is a Braxit hide breastplate. It is +1. Armor of Seeing. A gray armor that sometimes ignores gravity a little bit and grants you advantage on wisdom perception checks, but disadvantage against gaze attacks. You can negate one attacker's flanking advantage against you per turn.
Blinking advantage?
It's like you have eyes in the back of your head. So, like, the first enemy that flanks you, you can just say, no, I can see him. He doesn't get advantage. And the second one, he gets
Ah.
advantage, but not the first one.
Okay.
Well, they got a triple team you to be able to get advantage.
Correct.
The
That effect
throwing
happens
axe?
once per round?
Once per round.
The obsidian throwing axe? What does that do?
Throgax. Let me find it here. That's in Shamu stuff, right?
Well, it's in both
What
buttons.
did Shamu's ring do? Do we need to identify that? I don't know how many spell slots you're using to use identify, if that uses spell slots.
Yeah, here it is. They're non-magical. They don't even glow. The daggers do, but they were already taken. So it's basically a regular obsidian throwing axe. The daggers are +1 throwing daggers.
It's a regular item.
Yeah. It's masterwork. It gives you a +1 initiative.
He likes throwing axes anyways, so she'll use it.
Yeah, it's a good one. Masterwork. If you go into battle with it, +1 initiative's not bad. Are you going to identify the metal short sword?
Yeah, that's Sio. Who has that?
The sword? Yeah, that's me.
Okay. You hand the sword to Taro. You ask him to perform his ritual.
What sword? Oh.
This
Let's go
metal
sword.
short sword.
Let's go. Let's go outside. What you want to do?
This was claimed from the body of the Avengian. The sword that you see in the figure's hand, that's the sword. Metal short sword +2 style Tyrian Templar. So Bochum was a Tyrian Templar. This ties all the way
Wait,
back to your
what?
very, very first adventure. Do you remember when the
Oh.
Templars of Tyr abandoned Tyr and fled?
Yep.
Well, one of the Templars that abandoned Tyr after the revolution was Bochum. And this is Bochum's sword of office that proves he was a high-ranking Templar of Tyr. These are pretty rare weapons.
Ooh.
You could give that to like the
Huh?
council, and they'd be like, "Oh man."
Bring that back to tier, you know?
It's actually a trophy. I might just keep it.
Well, it might be really good as well. Just make sure you don't break it like your last sword, you know?
I still have the pieces. There's hope.
And also, this thing is socketed with a psionic crystal, which has a tremendous power for a psionic sorcerer. Like Ringsight would really benefit from this, because he can use it to get a D6 of sorcery points each day, which is huge. I don't know how many sorcery points he has right now, probably like 12. This could almost give him a 50% sorcery point boost. Although, I don't see you use your sorcery points all that often. But if you did, this sword would help.
Wait, it only gives sorcery points?
Yes. So you'd use it to twin spells. Like, he could use his Psychic Lance on 2 targets per turn with this sword.
Yeah, at least it's a cool trophy.
You're going to find a lot of psionic-type weapons on these high-ranking members of the Order. Stuff
I
that
want to learn psionic
stuff that benefits their high-level psionics.
It's like a toothpick for you, man.
That's what I want to learn psionics.
But also, it's made out of friggin' iron, so it's worth 158 gold pieces.
Jeez.
Ooh, bad. Ooh.
Don't say more, don't say.
Wait, I just realized my bad.
He's gonna
You
eat.
didn't realize that you were broadcasting?
I didn't realize. I was just like,
Hold
man,
on.
that's a lot of money. And I made this sound.
He's gonna blow a nut over here right now.
That's how. But that's how your character is. Like, ooh. Yeah.
That's how his soul react. Ooh.
Do you want to identify the hide armor?
Identify all of it.
Sure.
All of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You hand the hide armor of Bochum to Ringsight to identify. 10 minutes go by, and Ringsight discovers these qualities. It's Mechalot hide armor. It's +2 armor, which is powerful. You can tell it was made by a Ganassi. And it is Barbarian armor.
Wow.
Come say again?
The Barbarian armor. The enchantment is called Barbarian. You gain proficiency with medium armor just by putting it on while wearing it. You also gain resistance to slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing damage for 10 minutes when its power is activated. But you must say the activation words, "Now I'm angry." And it only has 7 charges. And it only recharges those charges by killing barbarians and absorbing their rage.
What?
I don't like that armor, and I want it destroyed.
It's made by a genie with a powerful wish. That thing glows.
Man, I got fruit though.
What did we not ID?
Yeah, that too.
The Ring of Coolness?
Shamu's ring.
Yeah, the ring of coolness.
Ring of coolness.
You didn't identify. I've got it on me. You don't even know that I have it. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, yes, the other ring.
I'll show it to you. guys.
I have the Shamu's other ring.
Look
The
at those
non-cool ring.
boots of speed. Everybody likes boots of speed.
No, boots of speed. Oh man.
The Thrycreen
I'm-
trying to put it on is like, these boots no fit. No fit Thrycreen feet. He tosses it aside.
I'll take them. Try to put them on my feet. Do they stretch to my feet?
No. They don't fit
Damn
you
it,
either.
man. God.
Can I wear them? Wait.
You know, there's
Okay.
got to be a downside somewhere. You're a tank with double hit dice, but you just can't wear
know, man.
anything.
Nothing works for me. The weapons aren't big enough.
It's a problem. You just have so many natural advantages. You have to make do
I
with
know,
your,
right?
your natural advantages.
That's how it is. Every time we get some like a bunch of loot, I'm like, what can I use? The consumables. Look at that.
You were doing pretty good when you were mostly fighting giants, because they had gear that
Yeah.
was sized for you.
We haven't seen much fire cleric shit drop.
I think
Yeah,
the
well, now we're
case
getting
boots
water
would
cleric
be-
shit.
Yeah, I know, it's like 2 in a row. Like, what the
And you're like, yes, I can sacrifice this. I'm like, ew, get it out of my hands.
I have boots that reduce fall damage by 20 feet. I think these are boots of speed is better.
Yeah, I think those would be better for you.
If you do the boots double your walking speed, any creature that makes an opportunity attack against you has disadvantage on the attack roll. If you click your heels together again, you end the effect. When the boots property has been used for a total of 10 minutes, the magic ceases to function until you take it off. Yeah, I'll take the boots of speed.
That'll make you very mobile.
We will have a quick team with you, me, and Orn,
Yeah.
at least for 10 minutes, until the speed runs out.
Well, you can stop them and you can use them throughout the rest of the day.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be 10 consecutive minutes, I know.
Yeah.
This ring
Uh,
is really powerful. Ring of Protection +2.
Ooh.
Ooh.
oh, the Shamu's normal ring?
Yeah, it's worth 80 gold pieces.
What?
Gazillion.
Gold.
It doesn't stack with another Ring of Protection. If you have a Ring of Protection +1, this will only improve your armor by 1.
I don't think I even have a ring of protection, so this is good.
Someone has
Does
a
it take up an achievement slot?
I do.
It does. Yeah, it requires attunement.
Okay. That's fine, I have more achievement slots.
The Ring of Coolness, worth 60 GP. This green jade ring is similar in function to the Ring of Warmth, except that it protects against the heat of the desert even if you are fully exposed to the sun and in heavy armor. The wearer of the ring gains 1 point of regeneration from any heat damage, and it gives you advantage on saving throws against heat-based attacks, and reduces the damage of heat-based attacks by a dice. So you get hit by a thing that does like 3d8 fire damage, it'll only do 2d8 fire damage.
I feel like there's a person in our party who's wearing heavy armor. That
Right. I'm
needs
gonna.
resistance from heat.
I need to go to sleep at this point. Just
Okay.
send me the magic items list and I'll sort through it later.
What? I thought we got everything already.
Thank you. It's just fun though. Goodbye.
Good night.
Bye.
All right. Good night.
Good night, Terra. You up? You left.
Does Ulrig wear full plate armor?
Yeah. He wears full plate.
You might need that.
If no one's using it, she might need it because she can't ride the cakes and all that stuff. She has to walk with me.
The Ring of Coolness would be a good item for her. It would help her out.
At least till we get back to here. She's gonna retire.
She's gonna become a stay-at-home mom.
Well, she's gonna be a protector of the fort.
Yeah.
She's gonna be responsible for protecting the fort.
So this was a pretty good outcome. Had you not resurrected the leader of the Thri-kreen, all of the Thri-kreen would have become hostile to you. All of them. So what Krius did actually saved you from a pretty big combat right now. The guide says that the guide says that when the leader dies, the leader was the only thing keeping them from hunting everybody. So it would be open season on anything that is not a Thri-kreen. But because they are under the command of the Tor-kreen is able to command them not to hunt and to only hunt specific enemies. Otherwise, they would just go after everyone, including you.
Well,
Nice.
I am Tor's Great Hunter.
So that was a good outcome. You're not going to have to worry about the Thri-kreen, and they are joining you to fight the Order, because
And we have made enough impression on them that they like us.
it was Chak's idea to go to war with the Order, and she had been raising an army, and now she has the entire Thri-kreen army, including the stragglers that were working with Bokum, and they're all under her wing, but they're all badly wounded from the war, so they're all going to be tending to their wounds and trying to like resurrect anybody that's savable to
Well, we need to take a
buff their
we need to
numbers
take
up.
we need to take like a week of downtime with them so that we can have them recuperate, right?
The Thri-kreen are going to begin performing a number of rituals to honor the dead, and it is going to take them 5 days. Now the question is the party willing to stay and help the Thri-kreen for 5 days with their religious ceremony?
Yeah, I mean they're gonna help us with our final battle, right?
They will help you with the final battle, but their religion says that they must take the respected dead and place them in the crater here with all of the exoskeletons.
If they help us by witnessing the fire ritual of well, first of all, the fire that brought back their Thor-kreen. Cat's it.
Well, that's an interesting idea. You want them to be witness to your own ritual, huh?
Of destroying this water weapon.
Oh, that's going to give you a lot of witnesses. Wow, that's a good thought. All right.
Yeah, that is a cultural exchange here.
Chak's chick will agree to this, because you have brought me back to life. I can only thank you with whatever you ask. And
We want them to witness the power of fire.
if you will stay for these 5 days while we mourn our dead, then we will join you in the great war against the enemy.
And we will prepare for the battle as well.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess that means everybody is able to take some downtime and recover all of their injuries and get all their spell slots back. Nobody is willing to attack an entire army of Thri-kreen at this point, so you don't have to worry about random encounters here.
Not even Avogadro, or sorry.
Arvigo, the Nightmare Man, he teleported back to the Dragon Crown Mountains to report the loss of Bokum and Shamu in the battle. Somebody had to report back, so they know what's going on.
What kind of ritual are they doing for the Thri-kreen? Are they burying their dead, or how do they deal with their dead?
Well, to the north here, there is an enormous crater surrounded by pillars, and within that crater, you see the exoskeletons of the Thri-kreen. So all of the dead Thri-kreen, there's just thousands and thousands and thousands of them out there in that crater. And so what the Thri-Kreen do in their ritual is they go into the crater, and it's forbidden for anybody who's not a Thri-Kreen to even approach the crater. It's like sacred ground to them. So they carry the dead in there, and then they have a ritual of mourning, like a wake, like a funeral and a wake, where they drink a lot of their wine and they sing their songs to the dead. And after a period of mourning, then they will come out of the crater and they will take up the battle against the Order.
I want to spend my my downtime learning about their rituals and stuff.
Okay. You're allowed
Also-
to ask questions, but because it's sacred ground that's off limits, they'll ask you never to enter the crater.
I'll observe from a distance.
All right. As long as you stay outside
But-
the perimeter, it's cool.
But while I'm learning all this stuff, I'd like to have what's her name? Teach me Thri-Kreen, the language.
All right. Well, they can try, but it's very difficult.
Sure.
You don't have the mouth parts to make the noises they make, but you can approximate it. You can sort of get the same sounds.
And I guess so. That's just like my ongoing thing is I'm just trying to learn words. Other things I'm doing is I wanna gamble with the Thri-Kreen.
The Thri-Kreen have no concept of gambling. They seem confused when you try to explain the idea to them.
I want to teach them how to gamble.
So, in order to convince them to gamble, you're going to have to offer them something they'd be interested in. And they usually would want, like, food, but they like food that they've hunted, and they like to eat it alive. So, if you offer them dead food, it's not going to be worth much to them. Like, what are you suggesting as a gambling item to gamble over?
What if I go hunting and just capture food? Is that stuff that they would?
And do you want to, like, help them by hunting? And joining them on their hunts and stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm Taurus Great Hunter. Duh. I'll do that instead.
Okay.
Since they don't want to gamble, I won't force gambling out of them. I will go hunting with them. Show them how I'm Taurus Great Hunter.
All right. You're going to learn that the Thri-Kreen are really into hunting. Like, they are super into it. It's their number one hobby.
And I'm the Great Hunter, so.
They take it very seriously. They consider it a real point of honor, and the greatest hunters are given the greatest amount of respect in their society.
Well,
I'm
there
in.
you go.
I'm in. Fuck.
Many of them will express that it's like almost like instinctual. The need to hunt is overwhelming. They really have to restrain themselves, and they can only do it under the influence of the Thri-Kreen.
About that life. I show them my rage. And just show them how much strength, my raw strength, and speed.
All right, that's good. You continue to impress the Thri-Kreen, which is good for my checklist of how they feel about the party. Let me revisit that checklist at this point here. Just
Do we do? Are we doing a sacrifice? You said.
Yeah, and I talked them in the Thri-Kreen. I catch it. What her name is? I talked her into having the entire Thri-Kreen population be your witness.
Do the
are-
Thri-Kreen, are any of them druids?
Oh.
no.
Oh. Wait. One of the enemy was like a high level water cleric.
The
Yes.
Thri-Kreens are all fighters and scions.
We're totally sacrificing that fucking cleric.
Yeah. We got the body too.
Wait,
None of them are
Yeah,
like
Shamu's
that's
body.
gonna be a
Billions.
problem. Are you
Why?
serious?
We're gonna sacrifice Shamu's body.
Oh wait, Shemu, who is not a Thri-Kreen.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It's a
Shamu
water
is the
They're
cleric.
all
Well
water
Rider.
people.
The Well Rider, or the
Cloud Ray Rider.
Cloud Rider. We have his weapon, and we have him, and we're gonna sacrifice his body, untouched.
That's a really good sacrifice. High level cleric, water cleric.
And like I said, you got like thousands of witnesses. this time.
Okay, I went over my checklist again. You guys have completed 7 of 10 possible ways to impress the Thri-kreen. So that's good.
Is there any other? Can we speak to them? While I'm doing my observing of the rituals and stuff like that, is there any way I can speak to her and find out the other ways and relay that to the party?
No, like the ones that you missed, it was timing, cultural symbols, and equal respect. Those are the 3 that you missed out on.
Equal respect.
Equal respect. We're doing equal respect.
It's because you took extra items from the looting, but it wasn't
Oh.
that bad. And cultural symbols is a pretty hard one. I'm not sure how you'd have achieved cultural symbols. Like in order to do it,
Maybe having a Thri-kreen in a party.
What about the fire cleric sacrifice? That's a cultural exchange.
eh. It's
I was
not
thinking
really what
the-
cultural symbols means. That here, let me read the. What
the
if
fact that it goes hunting with them.
it says? If the players can incorporate Thri-kreen cultural symbols or references into their speech, it can help establish a connection and demonstrate their genuine interest in forming an alliance.
Yeah, we didn't do that
Whoa,
at
whoa,
all.
whoa, 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 hold on. I am doing that. Hold on. I just
Hey,
said I
Taurus
was doing
is.
that.
Okay. He did
Uh,
take click clack clock.
I am trying to learn their language and their rituals.
Well, no,
Um,
that's different though, because like you're doing this other one that's called Understanding Thri-kreen Culture. Have the player taken the time to learn about Thri-kreen culture, history, and values. If they can demonstrate an understanding of the Thri-kreen way of life, it will show their respect and sincerity, making the Thri-kreen more likely to listen to them. So he gets that one, but that's different than cultural symbols. Cultural symbols has to be like a physical object that represents the Thri-kreen culture.
Yeah, I don't think we've done any of that.
That's a
We
tough
got
one.
that-
But still, 7 of 10 is good enough.
Didn't we get that laser-eyed thing?
That was without their presence.
Oh, we weren't there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's okay though. You didn't need to get all of them. You just needed to get, more than half to win them over.
Weird. So, can we? Do we have time to do the sacrifice thing?
Yeah, we got a few minutes. It's like 11:48. If you want to do the checklist, let me crack open the Book of Vile Darkness.
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration.
I would like to do a
Um,
culture thing where I give all the Thri-kreen a seed from my bottomless bag of seeds.
Oh.
oh. Cool.
That's cool.
What other plus can I get here? We have the cleric. Where's that?
Along with the Bardic Inspiration, I want to make a performance again.
Hold on, what's that gonna do? You're basically giving them a way to make their own green land?
I don't know if. No, it doesn't make the. It doesn't make the. That's only if they're like a druid, then it gives them a tree of life seed.
Right.
But
Yeah, they would
otherwise
only get
it's a
regular seeds.
normal seed.
That wouldn't be too beneficial. Okay, so conducting a ceremony lasting at least an hour. Check. Conducted on an altar? No, don't have an altar here. Desecrated area, unhallowed area, or in this case, consecrated, hallowed. Do you wish to consecrate the area where you're going to do the sacrifice?
Yeah.
You've
I
got
do have
you've
the
got
spell.
days
you
and
got
days
5
and days, so
yeah.
you can
6,
go ahead.
24
And,
hours.
do you want to do both? Can you hallow as well?
Yep, I can.
Hey, Ninja.
Yeah.
What would count as a shrine? That might be able to help with that.
It's altar.
Oh, he'd have to make a
It's
fire
a
shrine.
physical building. It requires thousands of
really?
gold and thousands of ceramic pieces and weeks of building time to make an altar. So it's
A whole building. Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah. pretty hard to
How
get
many
that one.
Thri-kreen are in this tribe?
I don't have specific numbers. It was
It's in like around 100, right?
in the hundreds. If you count all the
Okay.
children, it's probably over 200.
I'll give them all the seed, and while we're doing the burning ritual, I'll tell them, since I know none of them are druids, I will tell them to all throw it in the fire and add it as the sacrifice. I don't know if that does anything.
Conducted in the presence of a creature important to the deity, the god of fire.
No.
If it's
Well, it's
boundless, that's
maybe
not a
it-
sacrifice.
It's me, but you know.
How much are seeds worth?
Conducted publicly, that'll get you to 5. It's probably worth a lot. You know, a seed that grows a tree is pretty
200
awesome.
seeds.
To the right
No,
person, they
they-
definitely buy it.
They can plant the seeds here. Like, they can.
I'm gonna
Put
give you
seeds
conducted in front
here.
of 10 and 100 followers. That's another +2. That gets you up to 7. Sacrifice is tortured. No. Sacrifice loses extremities to hungry demon prior to death. That's not necessarily hungry demon. You did stab a giant sword through their entire torso, so I'll give you that one. Let's call that 8. Sacrifice is opposite aligned. Can't get that because they were neutral.
No, they're water.
That's
Use
that
some
water
tab.
That wasn't their alignment, though.
Yeah.
It's about
Oh,
alignment.
Oh, okay.
Sacrifice is pure or virginal. Not the case here. Sacrifice has 16 plus HD, so that's a +4. That gets you up to 12. Cleric of another god. That's the one where it gives you a
That's the
+2.
one.
So that gets you to 14. Race or character type hated by the deity. Yes, we'll give you that one too. 15. Lord of Fire hates those water clerics. How dare they? Willing, duped, or
last two, no.
controlled? No. Genuinely willing? No. Okay, so we're getting +15 on top of your regular religion roll bonuses and whatever
But-
other spell bonuses you can add.
What about the magical item?
Yeah, he's also sacrificing the.
Yeah, the mace is like super rare.
It's a +2 item, so I'm going to call that +2.
So what? Plus 16,
17.
17 plus my plus.
Do I get to assist him since I'm a zealot of fire?
If you can roll a DC 10 on
Okay.
your religion test.
Religion. All right, hold on. Let me hit this religion real quick for you.
Are you sure you want to
Roll
make
a
the roll?
fire.
Because only one person gets to roll it. You can only be helped
Yeah.
by one other person.
Yeah, I got a +4 religion.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold up. Yeah, +4 religion. Yeah, that's what I got. All right, here we go. Are you serious? Damn it. No, I didn't get it.
Boo earns.
Sorry, man.
Alright, that's good.
What do you mean you didn't start the fire? How dare you? You did it
This is my
wrong.
first time you let me help. God.
Big number. Oh,
What if I give you guidance?
49.
Did you give me guidance?
You have to
Can I
bardic
give you
inspiration.
guidance?
Oh, wait,
or-
give me-
I already had it guidance.
Well, you have
No,
to bardic
I
He's
meant
giving me-
for
no, he's giving me
helping you.
guidance.
Oh, dude, it couldn't be like like one additional point. Like,
He's
You
giving me a
plus
guidance.
Oh, that failed.
like if I would have got a 50, I would have got a wish.
But he gave me bardic inspiration too, Sia? Thanks. I made it.
If
made
you
it.
if he did all this after a long rest, he would have had Bardic Inspirations back. Because I think he was out after the battle, but yeah, you could have done this
Yeah.
a little later.
Yeah, then I had it then. Thanks, Sia.
What?
I made it so you get advantage.
Okay, I'll roll another d20, but I'd have to have a higher than 17.
You got this.
No.
18 right here.
No. So 49.
49.
Wait, did you?
The Lord
Did
of
you already have
Fire
that?
rises from a great flaming portal and receives this sacrifice, which is immolated.
You cut there, Ninja.
The Lord of
Cut out
Flame.
Best times.
Now, is it cutting in and out?
Yeah,
How about now?
better.
Better?
Good.
All right. So, a giant portal opens up, and the fire rises, and the Lord of Flames emerges in his great glory. He accepts the offering, which is immolated instantly. And then he says, "Great Fire Cleric Ramorn, you have done well. What do you wish?
He didn't think this through. Just I gotta think about this, guys.
Let me restate that. What do you wish? It is a
Right.
wish. Wish is strong. You can do a lot with a wish spell.
He was expecting that.
Can I pocket that one?
Wish can create magic items. You have to use it right now as part of the sacrifice.
He didn't think he was gonna get it. He's just sitting here.
Until the next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Right,
He
yeah.
needs a week to think about this.
What will Grimorn wish for?
You just summon Shenron.
The Lord of Fire is literally just in Ron
Lord
now. I
of
can't even
Fire,
remember.
I
What's
wish
that?
for cuts the black.
It says Wish can create an item worth up to 25,000 ceramic pieces.
It's a very, very rare item.
That's rare.
Can Wiz kill a person?
No,
or
no, not rare. Very rare.
Wait, can Wiz kill a person or not?
It could cast a 9th level spell on somebody that could potentially kill them.
Yeah, I was thinking of the King of Herrick, but you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hamanu would
Hamanu?
survive a 9th level spell, no problem.
Right.
I wonder if we could destroy his entire palace, though. He would love that.
Hey, isn't there? I'm just trying to think of some very rare things that you can have. Give me 1 second, because I actually have a list.
Oh, I was thinking of the Ring of Elemental.
Well, maybe we'll just cut it off there and give you the entire week to think about it, because that's
Yeah, if you
that's
don't
a
mind.
that's a great cliffhanger to leave it on. What sort of item is given to you by your
I like
god personally? That's a pretty big deal that your god is giving you this amazing item of tremendous value and religious significance.
He sees his actual god come out the portal. He just starts foaming at the mouth. Wait,
Well, you just defeated an epic level water cleric and sacrificed a +2 water cleric item, so it is definitely deserving of a pretty big reward.
You should make him choose right now, I think.
Well, he is forced to choose right now, but in reality, he has a week of real time to figure it out. But in game, this happens in like 6 seconds. He has to decide right there.
So
I
that
will.
can give you
I
+2
will, but I-
armor, a +3 weapon.
I haven't thought
+3
about
shield.
magical weapon in a while, so.
It doesn't
They
have to
have
be a
a-
weapon either. It can be anything.
A +3 amulet of the devout.
I would
That's
just
very rare.
vote for. I would just wish to be more wise. You know.
Well, an item that gives you wisdom. There you go.
No, don't you get an inherent bonus? You just raise your wisdom score.
That's a tall order. I don't know if a wish spell
Yeah.
can do that.
I'm at 20
that
already.
was the main way wish spells were used back in the day. I don't know if it's changed in 5th edition,
Hey,
but
they got the +3 amulet of devout. That's a very rare. It gives you +3 bonus to spell attack rolls and saving throw DCs of your spells.
Wouldn't that be broken if you're like level 19 or 20 or something, and then you can always cast the 9th level spells every day?
you'd think that, except for you age like 10 years every time you cast it.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Never mind.
I want immortality.
is that actually something you can whisper? Is that
So this is a very like DM fiat kind of spell because it says in here you might be able to achieve something beyond the scope of the above examples. State your wish to the DM as precisely as possible. The DM has great latitude in ruling what occurs in such an instance. The greater the wish, the greater the likelihood that something goes wrong. So the spell is designed to give you an item of a certain value or a spell of up to 9th level on the spot, or you can grant up to 10 creatures that you can see resistance to a damage type. Or it can do a lot of cool stuff, but if you try to do
Wait, it's
something...
permanent resistance?
You try to do something too extreme with it, it might backfire.
Yeah.
And it's not permanent, it is for the duration of the spell. In this case, it would be a 24-hour long spell.
For wish?
For Wish, yeah.
Yeah,
You
for
can gain
resistance, yeah.
resistance to fire for 24 hours from this spell if you wanted.
I don't
I
know.
thought the whole point was permanent.
No.
If you use it to make a
Yeah.
permanent item.
The item you create could be permanent, yeah.
I
There's
guess.
some
I mean,
really
Man, they-
cool items that I just have to go through magical items and figure out.
They
I'll
nerfed the crap out of Wish in 5th edition.
They did.
I'll send you a DM later on, Ninja, when I have the chance. Is that cool?
Yeah.
I'll give you a few options and then you let me know what's possible.
Fair enough. All right. Sounds good. I'm going to end the stream there. Thanks for watching. That was an epic conclusion to an epic battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.